Uh, yeah, welcome back to episode 4. The whole gang is here today, and let's go ahead and get started.
Hi, I'm Joe. I play Cal, your favorite top GVA analyst.
I'm James, and I play Fred in data entry.
My name is Juan, and I play 42. That's 42. The Sentry.
My name is Lila. I play Aurora, and she is a data entry analyst, whatever the fuck she is. I don't know.
She works in data entry.
Data entry.
And hi, my name is Jay. I play literally everyone else. And welcome back to the GVA side campaign of Power Rangers Dimension Storm. We're going to kick off with recap.
Okay, so last episode on the Power Rangers GVA OVA, we are in the office with Fred and Aurora. They're doing their thing over in data entry, doing paperwork and everything. And Fred's a little stressed. He's just a little bit stressed. And he finds a CAD from Mr. Blue, and he's like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna give this to Aurora." So he gives it to Aurora, and Aurora's like, "Hey, you, by the way, if anything happens to the book club or me, I will burn this entire place down and kill everyone. I will destroy everything. So don't fuck with me." And Mr. Blue's like, "Yes, ma'am." I am going to be doing some stuff though, and it might cause problems, just a heads up. And Aurora's like, "Okay, but don't fuck us, or I will find you and I will kill you, Mr. Liam Neeson style." So yeah. And Fred is still freaking the fuck out. He's so stressed. He's panic emailing Cal for some reason. And Cal's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry that book's got you so stressed out," because he's trying to make the emails look less suspicious in case they're being monitored. Fred's doing a bad job. And also at one point, Fred's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you fucked up this paperwork. I'm really freaking out, man." Um, and Aurora decides to help out just a bit and gives him a Xanax, and he chills the fuck out. Whether that's good or bad is hard to tell. Anyways, we do know that we need to be more careful with the cat since Ares has been snooping around and stuff. And Mr. Blue does actually mention during that interaction, like, it's not just Aurora threatening him. He does mention that he knows of the sentry patrol patterns and stuff, so that can help us navigate better. And we do also find out that Mr. Blue does not work for the GVA. He's an outside observer. So anyways, that's all happening. We cut over to Cal and Mobius. They are in the office as well. Cal's checking on Mobius after the sandwich incident, and he's okay-ish, I guess. Cal goes to take a smoke break, and he spots Levy, one of his smoke break buddies. Honestly, kind of his only smoke break buddy that he actually talks to. And they have a little bit of a chatty chat, and Cal learns some things. He mentions that a mission that he and his partner recently went on involving the Turbo Rangers, and Billy 1C was there. He ended up showing up, and they saw Justin, the blue Turbo Ranger, die, and Levy's partner never got over it. It's revealed that this was Earth K-12, which you, the viewer, and us, the player, outside of character, were like, "Oh shit, that's K-12, where Jason is and stuff." But yeah, so his partner never got over like Justin's death, and he's really struggling with it. And they were told not to cut the branch despite the anomaly that was going on, because like on the chart that shows like the timeline branches, they were getting readings that they had like never seen. And with the whole Billy incident with Justin's death or whatever, it like went up at like a perfect right angle and started its own branching. And whenever Levy tried to like look back into it after getting back from the mission, he can't find anything on K-12 in the archives anymore. It's like it's basically disappeared from the databanks. And that's not the only Earth. That's not the only universe that has disappeared from the databanks. Earth 3-I-46, 8-T 1987, and 6-L324 are also wiped from the databanks. Those are other Earths that the Dimension Storm team has been to and been involved in. So that's interesting. Levy makes mention towards the end of this conversation that I think someone's doing their job better than them and they hate it, talking about Hyperforce and the GVA. So that's some food for thought. Cal kind of like, is like, I'm not going to tell anyone this. And Levy's like, okay, cool. We'll find out if Levy's fucking alive or not this session, I guess. He probably got pruned for knowing too much, but we'll see. Anyways, so Cal goes back into the office and they have a new job directly from Waylon for to go deal with one Connor McKnight, who is going absolutely nutso from a white dinomorpher. Like he's been like imbued with all the fucked up whack energy and he's going fucking sicko mode. He's killed a couple of his teammates and he's like just having a real bad time of it. So Mobius and Cal teleport in to try to talk to him before the Sentry team gets there, and they overhear a conversation happening between Dr. Tommy Oliver and Connor. And we find out that like he took Tommy's powers, and Tommy's really not looking good. Well, Dr. O. And he's the only one left, and Connor's honestly about to kill him and like take over the whole world, essentially. And he's like got Dr. Oliver backed into this ocean, like we're out on the beach, and he pushes him down like with his foot and is basically drowning him. And so Mobius pulls out his CAD to like call for the Sentry team or like backup, and his CAD's dead, and so is Cal's. And they can't get them to work. So they are entirely alone in this situation. They have no connection to the GVA. Typically, Protocol would call for them to just get the fuck out of there, but Cal's like, I'm not about to let fucking Tommy Oliver die. And Mobius is like, fair. I guess let's deal with this. We're probably gonna die, but fuck it, we ball, right? So they go in there, and but before we get to see what happens with them, we cut back to the office to see what's going on that end. And the entire system is fucked. Like, everyone's computers go down, everyone's CADs go down, shit gets shut the fuck off, and it's like, woo, 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 woo! And a whole bunch of sentries show up and everything, and it's a sector-wide glitch. So Hyperforce there's an announcement made that Hyperforce is commandeering Sector G. Great, we love that for us. It's gonna make things so much easier. And Fred thankfully is zonked the fuck out on drugs. Otherwise, he'd probably be freaking the hell out. And Aurora is just like, oh great. And the sentries are like, stay at your desks, don't move. If you gotta go to the bathroom, do it in your fucking trash cans. And Fred obliges and just pisses in his trash can. Yeah, that happened. And Lavinia took care of that. And Lavinia was like, hey, how are you doing? Are you all right? Is everything okay? And Fred's like, I'm good. And she's like, great. And she also like shoulder checks a sentry, all big boss lady like, because she's a bad bitch. We love Lavinia. Anyways, shit's fucked at the office too. And the Sentry team obviously can't get to where Cal and Mobius are because they can't teleport because all the shit's fucked. So we cut back to Cal and Mobius, and they are approaching Connor to try to stop him. And they do a good enough job of like distracting him and pissing him off essentially that Connor swings on Cal and misses. And then he tries to swing on Mobius, and Cal like manages to push Mobius out of the way and gets fucking decked by Connor. and this triggers combat. And things are going okay-ish. Mobius actually manages to land a hit on Connor, and then Connor morphs and grabs Mobius by the throat and has him lifted up in the air and is crushing his windpipe slowly. In this moment, Cal is overwhelmed with a flood of emotions. Fear, desperation, concern, anger. But it's not just his own emotions. It's also the emotions of Luke. Also himself, but a different person entirely, almost. He's thrown back into a flashback of Luke standing, watching a monster choking a Red Ranger with a cracked visor. The Red Ranger is yelling at Luke to run. Mobius is yelling at Cal to run. And another voice appears, that of the Death Ranger, asking him if he will stand up and fight for once or if he's going to be a coward and run away again. Will you be a coward and run away again, Luke? Then the flashback shifts and he sees Malagor. And Malagor is promising him power, the power to conquer worlds, the power to stand and fight. Power as one of his Psycho Rangers. And he extends a hand for Luke in the memory to shake. And Cal, extending it as Luke, shakes Malagor's hand. And suddenly, he can't control himself anymore. He starts changing. His body is like tearing and reknitting itself into his Psycho Green monster form. And he's fucking furious. The only thought in his mind in this moment is that he wants to put Connor down for daring to touch someone he cares about. He fucking lashes out into Connor, swiping him, like cutting him to ribbons. Connor drops Mobius, and combat continues, and Cal gets the killing blow on Connor. He grabs him, picks him up, and injects him with venom from his claws and just throws him to the side like a discarded doll. And as Connor is laying there dying, Cal shifts back down to normal, and Dr. Oliver runs over to Connor, and they have a bit of an exchange. Connor's back to normal in his dying moments. And Connor gives Dr. Oliver his morpher and everything and tells him not to waste it. And Cal has a little bit of a breakdown. He apologizes. He's apologizing. He and everything, and talking about how he didn't mean to kill Connor, and he didn't. And Dr. Oliver is basically like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here before I change my mind. So Mobius and Cal leave, and Mobius is like, you're a Psycho Ranger. That makes so much sense. But wait, no, the Morphing Masters don't make people with powers, and they decide it's a conversation for later. And Mobius immediately is like, hey, listen, here's our story, and we're sticking to it. Because obviously no one at the GVA saw what happened due to the blackout. So their story is that the Death Ranger showed up, killed Connor. They managed to get away with a couple of scrapes and everything and wait for extraction. And so that's what they do. While they're waiting for extraction, we cut back to the office and the system is back up. And we learn that, as said before, Hyperforce will be commandeering Sector G, and there will be a curfew that will be enforced. We don't know when it's going to happen or like what time it will be, but there's going to be meetings throughout the week discussing these changes and what to expect. There's going to be heavier security, that sort of thing. Aurora goes to talk with Abe because they never had their conversation during the previous sessions and everything. And that conversation goes pretty well. I mean, you know. Abe kind of asks Aurora what her opinion is on the whole Sentry analyst thing, and she's like, I mean, I'm not either one of them, so I don't really have much of an opinion either way. And he's like, that's fair. We cut back to Cal, and our CADs are up. Oh yeah, by the way, during the fight, Mobius's CAD got fucking crushed, so that was great. But we cut back to Cal, and the system is back up, and we're hit with all the fucking alerts. We get our story straight before teleporting back to the office, and then we go. And when we get back to the office, Waylon is waiting for us, and he's like, "Oh, thank God you're alive! What the fuck happened out there?" And we essentially tell him the lie that Death Ranger showed up and everything, and shit got fucked, but we made it out. And that's where we left off, was sort of the end of that conversation. He also asked if we had heard if we had heard anything in the way of like, the person who's sending the mysterious messages, i.e. Mr. Blue. And Cal was like, nope, not heard anything. And Mobius was like, nope. Which Mobius wasn't lying, but Cal was, but don't worry about that. So yeah. That's what you missed last time on Glee. I think I hit everything.
Yeah, you basically did. Now, for a quick catch up on the other side of things, since Juan was not here and able to play S42, a quick rundown of what would have happened on the Sentry side of things. They would have been alerted about the Connor McKnight situation and would have been prepping to leave. And literally, as S42 was commanding his squad to move out and open the portal, it wouldn't have worked, causing S42 to be extremely frustrated.
Yeah.
Juan, if you would like to reenact his frustration of not getting able to fight a strong opponent, you could do that now.
What the fuck is going on? Price, can you give me an update on why we're not able to Jesus Christ. We're not able to portal in, and if Price said anything.
I don't know. It's not even mine's working, and I keep mine charged. It's saying there's no connection.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll try. Is everyone's acting like this, and your squad would check all their stuff, and none of things working, and then the siren would come on, and you would be told that all sentries need to report to post to be given new orders, as Sector G is in lockdown.
Like, what the fuck is going on? All right, everybody, let's form up and move out. And then he's gonna
move out, and you would be caught by some red sentries who may tell y'all, head to the data entry office, analyst office, do something. Pick a floor, scan it, and keep patrol. Do not move from the floor. Anyone tries to do anything, you put them down. A red sentry will come to the floor, and they will give you instructions and announce to everybody what's going on. So move out now. That's an order.
Yes, sir. And so I imagine we take. I guess we would take the data entry building.
So y'all would have been posted on a floor, not Fred's floor, but y'all would have been posted on a floor, data entry. A red sentry would have came in, gave the rundown, and y'all just would have stayed there to make sure no one did anything suspicious. No one did anything suspicious on your floor. It was pretty smooth. Everything came back on, and then you would have been taken to the sentry post, where you would be informed that a meeting would be going on in the war room for Sector G, given by Ares, and that it is mandatory. You cannot skip it. If you skip it, you'll be announced as a traitor and you'll be shot on sight.
Damn. So would it be the entire squad, or would it just be me?
It's the entire sentry post of Sector
Right.
G.
Right.
So that's where you would have been at now.
Okay.
Cal and Mobius were told the same thing. You have to go to the meeting.
Oh damn.
If you skip one of the meetings, they're going to think you're a traitor and they're going to kill you. Also, a curfew may be put in place, which may make y'all snooping around a little bit harder, because no one will be allowed out. And if you are seen out, it's probably bad. So nothing yet on that, but we'll get there. Okay. So since Juan was not here last session, we're going to go ahead and get the Ares meeting out of the way, and then everyone else will be going to the office meeting, where y'all will get to meet some of Hyperforce's best. Y'all come out of the elevator and you head into the war room. And as you head into the war room, you can see pretty much every sentry in Sector G is here, along with some red sentries as well.
Where the fuck should my team stand?
Just I
I
guess
guess we'll
just
follow
follow.
Pythagoras.
Yeah, just follow Pythagoras. Take a seat if you want to. Whatever seats y'all don't occupy, we'll say that there are other centuries. I just put down a bunch of random shit just that way I wanted it to look full so it actually felt like a meeting, you know.
Right.
So y'all walk in, y'all take some of the empty seats. The rest of the seats are now full as well as y'all sit down on the seats that are left. And one of the red sentries up here closest to the window looking at everything. It's just like, all right, the meeting will begin shortly. Just stay calm, don't move. If you have a seat, stay seated. Only speak when spoken to. We know you have a lot of questions. We will try to Aries will try to make sure he answers all of them. And you hear the elevator ding as the man himself. It's so quiet. Everyone's in anticipation of him. You can hear his footsteps as he walks into the room. Starts to make his way around the table. You can see him looking at everybody, quiet, walking around as he gets to the window and just looks out. I want all of you to take a long, good look at what's out there. Because somewhere out there is a man or a woman. I don't discriminate. They are actively attacking your fellow sentries, your fellow workers, analysts. We are under attack. All of your lives are being threatened. What are we going to do about it? As he turns around, we all just going to sit here, play with our thumbs, and hope to God the morphing masters spare us and get rid of him? Are we going to do it ourselves? Well, only one obvious choice. We're going to do it ourselves. Now, I know what they've taught you at the academy. I went through the academy myself. But we do things a bit different at Hyperforce. You see, when you move up, become a red sentry and beyond, the rules stop applying to you. You do whatever is necessary to complete your job. Now, since Sector G was the pinpoint of the attack, I will be your commanding officer. Warner will still be here, of course, and he'll do whatever he can, but all of you will report directly to me. I want every detail you can spare. And don't leave nothing out. You leave out the slightest thing, and I might shoot you dead with zero warning. Can't afford to have any leaks. Can't afford to have any potential people questioning their reality. If you find yourself questioning your reality, you can come to me and I'll make sure to square things up real nice and tight for you. Are we all understood? All of the sentries around you, S42. Yes, sir. Do you say yes, sir, S42?
Yes, along with everyone in unison.
Well, I like that. I like that a lot. You see, Sector G, you're probably one of my more respected sectors. Omega Squad, a bunch of tough cookies. That whole Cthulhu thing, not a easy job to come out of. And some of the other things you've accomplished. It sucks you lost your Green Zeo, your original Green Zeo, back then. Not that they're worth much. But Mr. Price seems to be making his way along just fine at the top ranks and holding your team together. I'm impressed with what I've seen from all of you. Delta, Charlie. even one of your lowest, Alpha. Still better than some of the other Sentry squads throughout the GVA. I think we'll all get along just fine. Now, I say we go ahead and get going. And as he says that, he look at his face of confusion as this silver sentry here next to Price at the front. You turn around and you look as everyone does. Everyone looks at him, and he's just kind of got his hand raised up, and he's like, "No offense, Mister Sir Aries, but you said maybe we could ask some questions, or maybe one or two. I was just wondering if that was still going to be a thing. Seemed like you were just going to end the meeting." Aries is kind of like leaned up on the table at this point. "Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Ask whatever questions you might have, but make it quick, because I was going to end this meeting. I think we all are on the same page. I don't think I need to explain anything to anyone. But go ahead. Ask your question." You can kind of feel as the Silver Sentry's getting real nervous now. Well, I was just wondering, with everything going on, how restrict the changes were going to be. I have some new recruits in my squad. As you know, most recently we lost two of ours, most recently here at Alpha Squad, and that doesn't make me look good because we're the bottom of the barrel here. But I was just wondering, and Ares cuts him off. "Well, you're right. You are at the bottom of the barrel, and you have some new recruits coming straight out of the academy. They're going to get some good teachings. They're going to learn a lot real quick during this time. And yeah, the changes that'll be made might be a little rougher, but they'll be better for it. Trust me. I have no doubt." And the Silver Sentry is just kind of shaken to his core a little bit, and it's just like, "Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to know what I needed to do to teach them wise and everything. Yeah, I'm good, sir. Yeah, yeah." Ares kind of has this look of just kind of disgust, to be honest, and he goes to lean back before he can speak. This black mastodon next to Pythagoras steps out, and it's just like, "No, fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm not just gonna sit here while some asshole from upstairs comes in here, starts barking orders, puts down Alpha Squad. We're Sector G, damn it. We're a team. We're just gonna sit here and let him berate one of our own over what? Statistics? This is bullshit. I'm not gonna listen to this asshole." And before he can finish his sentence, he is disintegrating. Ares, with his quantum defender in hand, has disintegrated this man for speaking out of turn. Everyone looks as he simply turns to nothing. Ares goes to holster back his weapon, but before he clicks it shut, he says, "Now, we're not going to have any more outbursts, are we?" "Well, I said, are we?" And everyone collectively, "No, sir." He clicks his gun, he leans back on the table. "Because let me tell you something. I'm not going to tolerate another outburst. I'll be nice. Once. And then I won't be. And that was me being nice. I don't think y'all want to see me when I'm not nice. Is that understood?" "Yes, sir." "Now you will get your new reports and your new information. I expect all of the leaders to do their best to make sure that their team is fully prepped and ready with these new orders. We're looking at a potential curfew You might as well accept it like it's already here and set a good example for the rest of the other office workers and limp dicks over there in data entry and the analyst division. We're gonna get that curfew, come hell or high water. Dismissed, except for Omega Squad. So everybody starts coming out, leaving, getting about their way.
They're like mumbling, that could have been an email.
That could have been an email. James is dead and you say it could have been an email? So
Bit an email, Jesus.
the only people left in this room are the Red Sentries and Omega Squad.
I don't like the. I don't like that we're so like all these red sentries are surrounding us.
Ares says, now that everybody's God, Pythagoras, your deal is good as done. You're no longer a part of Omega Squad. You're a Red Sentry now. We got your armaments all ready to go at the outpost. You with the big boys now, son. So go get your change and report to me for your new orders. Pythagoras just kind of quiet for a second. Yes, sir. I'll do that immediately. Am I dismissed? You are free to go. And just looks at all you. Well, that's not the way I wanted it to go. I'll miss all of you. And 42, make sure you don't disappoint.
Yes, sir. It's been an honor, sir.
Everyone stands up. And if once, and
Then
Pythagoras finished,
always.
then always.
Damn.
And he goes about his way. Now for the rest of you. 42, I know you were looking real forward to your new standing. If I remember correctly, were you still wanting to go for the gold century?
Actually, sir, I was thinking more silver century.
Silver century. Little more depth up close, you lose some of the range, but honestly, that's kind of fitting. All right, silver century it is. Now I have the power and authority to immediately give you the privilege and the perks of all of your promotion entails. However, you have to be squad leader to get that.
He just looks at him confused. Like, what do you mean, sir?
Well, usually I travel with my own pack, but the A squad's a little wrapped up right now. So I figured I'd roll with the best that this sector has to offer.
It's
Now,
just like getting nervous.
now I know you were really looking for that in a promotion. Then maybe I'll go ahead and give you your new powers, your new armor, and a few of the perks. But as of right now, you were all looking at your new captain, your leader. All of you will report directly to me. Now, some of you might be confused. Some of you may not like this arrangement, but it's for the best. I want to make sure our best and brightest is receiving the best equipment we have to offer and the best leadership. You all prove to me that you are capable. Well, you might join Pythagoras a lot quicker than you think. So I say we all work together. Be nice about it. Now, all of you are dismissed to go, except for 42.
God damn it.
Get on your knees, son.
I'll see you all back at the outpost.
James.
They all get up, and your team, one by one, leaves the room. Ares makes his way around, pulls up a chair. And now, I think we both know what I'm about to ask you, son.
Is it about Klaus?
Well, good guess, but also about any information you might have picked up regarding our friend.
Yes, sir. Actually, I do have something on that subject.
Well, I'm all ears.
I've been contacted by a man calling him or woman calling himself Mr. Blue. It says that we're living a lie and that he can show us the truth.
Okay.
Likes to communicate via PDA left in certain locations that he seems to know where we'll be.
So they always have a way of finding you.
Yes, sir. It seems like it. And I'm hesitate to even contact you through the PDA out of fear that he might be able to see it.
A smart call. That might just be what we have to do from now on. The war room is really hard to ping down for anyone to get through to listen in on any conversation, so maybe reporting here and talking to me about this particular subject might have to be how we go about this from now on.
Sir, if I may, he also asked us. He's also asking us to do something for him, but it seems that I can't get into this area without a higher clearance. If uh if you'd allow it, I'd like to push this promotion so that way I can get in, maybe find out what he's looking for, get back to you about it.
Who's us?
I have been saying us. Well, sir, he in his PDAs, he's clearly let it been known that he's also working with others within this sector. And he seems to be really paranoid and skittish, sir, and does not divulge any information other than what he wants me to know.
This is not good for you. You have nothing in deception.
Ah, fuck. Can I just have at least a D2?
I believe in you. You can
Roll
do it.
deception. Yeah, you
Roll
can do
deception.
it.
Wait, do you want me to just roll it with the D with nose with? Hold on, where is it? Deception. There it is.
Okay, roll it with, but change it to normal without a snag.
Fuck. Can I can I use a story point?
Story point.
Yes, please. Aurora can't girl manipulate her way your way out of
No,
this.
fuck. I still don't know. That's good enough.
Yeah, that beats a 10. The difficulty
Oh,
was 10. You
the
somehow
difficulty
managed
was
to go over 10. I didn't expect you to get over a 10, so I set it low. Uh, he believes you. So he'll say, interesting. I need you to try real hard to figure out who those people are. Get names if you can. Maybe persuade him to have you all meet. Find out who they are so we can probe them for information and what they know. And about your promotion, I'll think about it. Can't really have you going into places you really have no purpose being in and getting things for him. But if we have to use it to get closer to him, then so be it. Just let me think on it for a day or
yes,
two. Nothing that much.
of course, sir. Also, if I may, again, is it really a good idea to be so heavy-handed about this?
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean, sir, is that he's proven to be resourceful and quite paranoid. Wouldn't he just go to ground?
No. I have a strong feeling whatever he's after, he's running out of time. We're gonna corner him like the animal he is.
Hmm.
A man with this much conviction does not give up so easy. We'll make sure that he gets his. And if we have to lure him out with some bait, little bits of data, nothing much, make him feel like he's accomplishing something, we're ready to do so.
I understand, sir.
Back to the other thing at hand. I've seen all of Omega Squad's file, but I haven't been as impressed, no offense, more than I have reading the file of Mr. Klaus.
That's fair,
When
sir. He's quite
talking
impressive.
when talking with Pythagoras, he told me Klaus's weird sense of loyalty, quietness, but effective skills. He also told me, after I pried a little bit, he basically turned Klaus over to you.
Really don't want to give him clothes.
You
That's
managed to
right, sir.
deceive him once before. I mean,
Hmm?
you managed to deceive him once before. But then again, you don't really have to lie to him. You just tell him the truth. There are ways around this. You just got to think.
Damn, and I'm not good. The brain doesn't work, Jay. Hold
But
on.
anyway, I need you to turn over Klaus to me. I need his full loyalty and trust. Without it, I can't be an effective leader. I need to make sure that the best on the team is willing to listen to every order that I give. Whatever it is you gotta tell him, just tell him. And by tomorrow, I want to be able to give him any command and him do it. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. I'll let him know right away.
Good. Good. I don't know. Maybe as soon as Klaus reports that he's willing to follow my every command as his new leader, you might just get that promotion a lot quicker.
God.
If there's anything that I can do for you and Omega Squad as your new leader, just let me know. And I'll do my best. But I also expect results.
Of course, sir.
Dismissed.
And not making. He's gonna fucking get out the fuck out of there.
All right, so now that that meeting is done, it is now to make our way for Fred, Aurora, and Cal. How are you all feeling on your way to the meeting room?
Okay, Cal and Mobius had time to go to medical, right?
Yes.
Did Cal get hurt other than just getting decked in the face? I don't think so.
I mean, you got pretty low, if I remember correctly. You were,
No, he just took 2 hit points. He took 2 damage.
yeah, well, Connor could dish out 2 to 3 easy. So, yeah, you were like one good attack away from dying. You got lucky that he kept missing.
Yeah. I mean, so he's got like a big ass bruise on his jaw,
Yeah, but you're back to full health.
and Mobius has some bruising on his neck, obviously.
Yeah. And that y'all got all patched up and you're good.
Cool.
So, y'all come to the meeting. A lot of people are already in there.
Oh, hello. Hi, Praxis, you fucking asshole. Levy, you're alive! My boy! I'm so relieved Levy's alive! Oh my fucking god.
Johnny Young Bosch
my
looks like
God.
fucking Markiplier in that icon.
Hello, everybody. My name is Adam Park.
And welcome to today's meeting.
So you come in, and oh fuck, I forgot to put down the sentries. Just get a
Not
couple
needed.
here.
Unnecessary.
Oh no, they're needed.
I'm so glad Levy's alive.
So y'all come in, sentries tell you to have a seat, and you see 2 men in the center of the meeting room. You have these screens up here displaying all kinds of information, and you see the 2 men here conversing about some things. One is a man wearing clearly a red shirt with some morpher on his left arm, and another man wearing an SPA badge as he's talking to him, as well as they are conversing as you come in, and red sentries make you take your seat and tell you to wait for the meeting as someone is currently running late for the meeting. You'll sit there for a little bit, and then the men kind of separate from each other. And the one in the gray and white with the SPA badge and the black hair speaks up. All right, guys. Sorry, it's a little bit of hectic here. We've had a lot of things going on today, but the meeting's about to commence soon. Our superior Hermes will be in here shortly, and we'll be getting the meeting started. Just stay here and I guess converse and do whatever y'all want, and you can look at the graphs and the information on the screens if you would like to catch up on that. Take some notes. All that information will be sent to your CAD devices if you want to look on it that way, and just take up some time. He'll be here any minute. There's water and
Coffee.
coffee and water. There's not really anything to eat. It's just coffee and water.
And
Hal
surge.
immediately grabs a cup of coffee.
Are there surge drinks? Surge
No.
soda?
Love how Aurora is just on the table.
Also, remember what outfit she's wearing, Guy?
Hold on. What outfit is she wearing?
the how woody
Yeah,
outfit, like
it's in
What?
reference art.
Hold on, I'm
Yeah, if you go to
in
reference art,
Yeah, it's a reference art.
It'll-
It's above the Cal transformation. But
that's fucking kind of drippy though.
yeah, Lila, if you want to precisely place the token, you hold down Alt and you click it, and whenever you leave
Oh.
it, it'll stay.
I know. I made that choice.
Okay.
She's doing a Coyote Ugly thing. She's dancing on the
Also,
bar.
She's doing a crystal
Aurora,
prayer.
can Aurora hand Fred another Tic Tac?
Yes, if you want to. I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
stop you.
overdose.
Don't worry, Fred. I calculated everything correctly. Here you go.
I mean, she's in data entry, so she must be smart.
obviously.
Thank you, Crystal Queen.
Oh
just
man.
to get the edge off. I know you're nervous.
Oh hi, Waylon.
Yeah, as you
Oh,
are
yeah.
talking,
I'm holding
Waylon
on to-
comes in. Waylon comes in and takes a seat next to Mr. Abe there.
Oh,
Anything
How's
else y'all would like to do?
I'm
how's
rubbing
Levy
Polly's
looking?
bell.
Levy looks okay. He looks unfazed.
Aurora takes an actual Xanax. No, I'm kidding.
That look different. Wait, why did that look different?
Why did that look different?
This bitch has Xanax. Give me some.
Okay, here you go.
This bitch
Hands
has
him a Tic
Xanax.
Tac.
Why are you
This bitch
on
is-
top of Polly?
Wait, get off Polly. I was like, wait, did I forget to place down Polly for a second?
I was hiding him so nothing bad happened to him.
Wait, are you two more likely to have sex? Can I get a poll going right now? I have a lot of money.
Waylon, stop.
So eventually, at some point, more red sentries. I'm not going to place them because it is a ton. More red sentries pile in for a second. And the first thing that comes out, as y'all can see, a green ranger with a shield, as he appears to be talking to someone as he's walking closer to the desk, but you can't quite make it out between all the red sentries that are surrounding them, and you kind of can't see anyone at all. If anyone would try to roll alertness to try to see who he's talking to, if you want to be that person, or you can just wait for him to appear in like a few seconds.
I'm just chilling.
Cal is an incredibly curious person.
Lila, it's interesting. So you managed to spot through the red sentries and stuff, the person that the green SPD ranger with the dragon shield is talking to. You managed to see this through the crowd, walking and talking to the green SPD ranger.
Just
You managed to see this man.
oh, that's hilarious. I love it.
So
I love it.
So y'all still can't quite see anything as he is talking, and then you immediately see Adam and Wes get closer together, and you see them talking. Now it's very clear they are looking down, and y'all still can't see anything. And then which is kind of weird that Aurora's on the table. A briefcase drops itself on the table
Fucking
as
GoBot.
Wes, and Adam were like, everybody listen up. Mr. Hermes is here, and he's ready to give his debriefing. Aurora, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to move you. You are literally where I have to put him. So, before you, on 2 feet, wearing a suit, and
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my
I love it.
god. Jay, man.
a cat. This is a cat, not like a cat man. He is a cat. It's kind of like, think Rocket Raccoon. It's a cat body that can walk on 2 legs and is wearing a suit and is cat sized. And it's just like, hello everyone. My name is Hermes, and I am here to just catch you up to speed on the happenings here at the GVA. You don't see me quite often. I'm a higher up at Hyperforce, and I haven't been down to the GVA since I was a wee little analyst. Oh, those were the days. Ah. But anyway, I'm just here to clear up, ask any questions, and make you feel more comfortable during this trying time. I know yesterday gave you all quite the scare, and I would just really like to clear up any questions or any issues that you are currently having, even the slightest bit. I just want to make sure that no one is afraid to do their jobs or even question their own existence. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of a briefing on what we know and what's going on, and then I will greatly answer any questions, if that's okay with everybody else. If we are ready to conduct this meeting, Wes, Adam, are we all good? Yes, sir. I think we're all good, right? Okay then. So he starts pacing back and forth on the table. He's got a little remote clicker in his hand as he starts to change images on the screen.
But he's just got beans. He ain't got no fingies.
He's managing to click it either way. So he's walking back and forth as he starts to change images on the screen. Now, for quite a bit, we have been trying to track a particular hard to pinpoint individual. This individual has been going around and, quite frankly, driving members of the GVA, sentries, analysts, data entry, even chefs, and some of the maintenance workers insane by making them question their own reality. Now, we don't quite sure how this man is doing it, but we have had several incidences of people running up and down the halls and claiming that their life is a lie and that we stole it from them, which is quite utterly just nonsense. We would never do such a thing. Everyone, including myself, were created by the Morphing Masters for this sole purpose. Like I said earlier, I was a wee little analyst at one point, and I worked my way up after several centuries to Hyperforce. But continuing on, over the span of less than a few weeks, things have gotten worse and worse until this very point that we're at now, when the same man tried to breach data and deep within the archives. This man didn't seem to be going for anything in particular. It mostly seems as if he was just trying to grab whatever he could at the time until he eventually got locked out. Now, what he wasn't counting on was our failsafes. Our failsafes kicked in quite immediately and kicked him out of the entire thing, at the expense of also shutting down the servers and everything included with equipment to make sure that nothing was taken nor stolen and he didn't try to immediately do it again. It's a safeguard for protection, although half the time it doesn't quite follow the protocol we put into it and immediately just shuts everything down without zero warning. Hence the alarm blaring and the quick shutoff. It's something we're trying to fix, but for the safekeeping of our information and the data that we've collected over hundreds and hundreds of centuries, it is the best way possible. How this man discovered who we are and our intentions is unclear. We believe that he might be a very simple worker here at the GVA, maybe even potentially some of the judges. Everyone at the GVA, I hate to say this and probably bring you down, you are all suspects, and I hate to use that word, but that's what you are. There's no way someone from the outside could know about our possible existence or even our location. So it has to be someone from within, someone who's upset, someone who wants to just dismantle everything, fight the power, if you will. However, it's become disheartening. Not everyone we've talked to has been. They haven't cooperated per chance. Some didn't even give us the chance to talk to them. They were afraid for their lives, for the lies this man had told them, and they took their own lives. It's heartbreaking that someone would do this. Push people to that point. I'm not much of an angry man, but it does get me quite furious to think someone would play such a sick joke.
Sorry, did you say furriest or furious?
Just a red
kill this
sentry,
man.
like just a red sentry walks behind you and just like motions you to get up.
You just get shot.
No, do you actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So
Aurora,
He's on
Aurora,
fucking Xanax right now.
Aurora, I'm so sorry. After the whole incident, he was a little bit panicked, so I gave him some of my medication, and it's cutting off his filter. So please take everything he's saying with a grain of salt, and I will gladly talk to him after this.
Play back the recording. He said furriest.
Shut the fuck up, Fred.
Yes, my love.
it's quite
Yes,
horrible.
my love.
Fred,
Right in
I-
front of Lavinia.
I completely understand him making the joke. I am quite hairy, just like my dear friend Mr. Abe over there, furriest. Ah, what a joke. You must be quite the funny man in your office.
I'm a class clown, baby.
But anyway, back to what we were saying, furriest. I might have to use that. I do find it quite horrible that someone from within the GVA would play such a sick joke. It does frustrate me entirely, shaken to my core, quite frankly. Now, to give us a bit of the break from the depression I just shifted upon all of you, does anyone here have any questions?
If it's someone within the GVA, would they not be relatively easy to track down? Tracing IP addresses and the like.
That's the thing. We have no idea how he's doing any of this, or how he's even contacting them. We checked CAD's personal computers. It seems as if he leaves no trace. There's no data to follow. Even when he connects to our servers, it's just simply stops like a dead end. Whoever's doing this either has to know exactly how all of the GVA's inner workings down to our programming work, or they have to be some kind of genius.
Cal just kind of nods.
Does anyone else have any other questions for Hermes?
I'm a genius.
Stop talking.
I'm a tech genius.
Oh my god.
Aurora nudges Polly. Please make him shut.
Aurora grabs one of the red sentries. Can you make him shut up?
I understand that you're all
Yeah,
like a little zonked right now, but I don't think now's the time for all these jokes.
So yes, my love.
Why
What?
is he calling everyone his love?
Because he's high on Xanax, or he thinks he is.
You gave him a tic tac!
I love that Fred is so easily influenced by a placebo effect.
Look, man, as your best friend, I don't like what these Xanax pills in quotations are doing to you. I think you just need to relax and not take Xanax in quotations.
Yes, I agree.
My love.
Love. I love the way your butt, your like where your nose would be. It like it's like a bump. It scrunches up when you get kind of upset with me.
Oh my god.
What's going on here? I'm not quite sure. I just looked at Aurora. Stop giving him fake pills.
Fake pills! Oh shit! I'm panicking, Mr. Blue.
Y'all are all gonna die before this campaign is over, and it's not my fault.
Cal and Aurora are the only things keeping this team together. 42
You know what?
tries, but
Aurora's
God.
gonna move. So she's sitting beside Fred. And then she's gonna whisper in his ear.
Want to pet the cat?
That's
No.
racist. You're gonna get tackled by a
Aurora?
phantom sentry.
Aurora grabs Fred's hand and she leans in and she whispers.
Lavinia's just like, I knew it.
What does Aurora whisper?
So don't say shit unless I tell you to. If
When
you
you
do, I will not give you any more Xanax and I will kill Polly. No, I'm kidding about the Polly thing.
When you touch my hand, my heart starts beating really fast.
You all
By the
have
way,
such
Fred
high
cannot
potential.
move because Aurora has an iron tight grip around his wrist.
Lavinia, help! Help! They're just not
Surprisingly strong for a little white girl.
Wearing
All right.
crystals.
I
And that
summon
fucking
Lavinia.
outfit that she's wearing.
I
Oh
summon
shit! You know what?
my trophy.
She hands Fred a very sparkly, glittery necklace and hands it to him to let him play with it.
I quietly play with the necklace.
She still has an iron grip on his wrist, though.
God, he's like our child. He's like our toddler.
Levy raises his hand.
Oh no. Cal kind of side eyes Levy.
As Hermes is like, "Oh, yes, sir. What is your question?" I'm unsure if it's an issue with the man in question. Was trying to go over an old case file when I noticed something was missing. A designation. Don't know if you heard this or not, but my partner was shaken to his core by something that we witnessed out in the field. I wanted to go back over it maybe to make him feel better. When I found out the designation for the case file is completely missing from all records. Is that because of him? Would you say that's because of him? I'm sorry, I did not hear about your partner. Then again, I'm higher up at Hyperforce, so it would be very unlikely I would hear anything. But are we missing? Are we missing designations? Is that what's happening? Adam, Wes? They just kind of look at him and are just like, we don't know. Does anyone have anything on this? Why is that missing? Hold on, young man, give me the designation. I'll look it up right now. What is the designation?
Wait, is this the same? Is that the same West that we ran into?
Yes.
What do you think?
So
Levy's gonna get fucking pruned.
It's 1K12, sir. Damn, what's 1K12? Yeah, nothing. You bring up 1K11, it works. You bring up 1K13, it works. Did we get files stolen? Why wouldn't we alerted of this? And that's not the only one. There's a few others missing as well that I've noticed. I just didn't know if it was because of the man and he was deleting stuff as well or what's going on. But I figured I'd bring it to someone's attention. After all, I'm just a worried GVA analyst. Oh, thank you, young sir. I'm glad you had brought that to my attention. We'll get right on that, and because of this, as soon as we figure something out, I will let you know and get those case files back for you. So that way, you can help your partner go through his unfortunate spiral downwards. I really hope he gets better. If you wouldn't mind me asking, is he just back at his apartment or is he stationed at a hospital? I'll send some flowers or something. I had similar issues, not to me directly, but I had seen analysts, seen some dark things back in my day, and I really hate for that to happen. Just let me know. I'll make sure to keep in contact with you. As that conversation happens, y'all do see Wes stand back a little bit, and he takes up his morpher on his left wrist, and he's clearly having a conversation. And
Can I insight him? Can I insight West? Yes.
Insight or listen?
I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to listen in on him. I would like to if I can, but also I mainly want to get a sense of like his feelings and thoughts right now. Because
Okay, yeah,
Joe the
I'll go ahead.
player knows he's being sus, but I
Yeah.
want to see if Cal gets it. So do you want me to roll alertness and then insight, or
We'll just do insight for now. It's actually probably going to be very hard to hear him anyway.
okay?
Just roll me the insight.
Praxis is close enough. He'll listen to it and give you the information later because y'all are good friends.
Ha ha ha! God damn it, Cal!
Look,
Hmm.
the
Can
Joe.
Aurora roll for it? Can Aurora do it?
Anybody who wants to insight can insight. So,
I'm gonna do it with a snag.
do you have a snag?
Yeah, I've got D6 and alertness, so I just did it with a snag.
Why?
I have a snag because I'm in between a beautiful being and also Aurora.
Sure, why not? If you want to give yourself that debuff, that's fine. So none of you are able to discern any emotions before he turns around to have his secret conversation.
I hate it. I want to know.
You have story points.
Do we want to use a story point on this?
No.
It's
That's
because
already-
I know. It's because I, out of character, know. So I want Cal to glean something because Levy's in fucking danger.
You're like ride or die for this dude you met last week.
No, we've known each other for
No.
years. He's my smoke break
Aw.
buddy.
No, but I mean, like you knew of him.
He has
like,
information that could be fucking useful.
Also,
He
like,
looks like a
he,
dweeb.
I don't think he cares if he dies. He literally just threw it out there so a lot of people knew
He's
about
done.
it.
He's over it. He's ready to die.
He took his shot.
That's fair. I want to. Okay.
So after the conversation with Levy, does anyone else have any other questions for Hermes before the meeting goes to its conclusion?
I got lots of questions, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Your questions are probably really weird.
Yeah, they're all cat related. I'll go. Pss, 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 pss.
Anyways, I can't think of any like questions necessary. I mean, I was trying to think of something to ask to do with like what Levy brought up, but eh.
I didn't want to be in this meeting. I'm trying not to say anything so we can get the fuck out of here. Like everybody that raises their hands, I'm gonna glare at them like, "Ooh, you getting it after this?"
And when you do that, Aurora's gonna move the shiny necklace on the thing to distract you again.
There's a cat in the room, and I'm the one playing with the shiny necklace.
Exactly.
So no questions.
Not that I can think of.
Wait, what did you want us to do if we hear anything?
What do you mean?
Report it. Just report it. What?
Yeah,
what?
you just report it to your superiors.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. We got it.
Got it.
Pizza
Can I leave now?
Pizza party.
All right. So since there are no immediate questions, Hermes is gonna say, "Well, I'm glad I could." Well, we'll say some of the other people ask questions, basic stuff, yada yada yada. And he's like, "Well, I'm quite glad I could help you all with this dark situation. I wish I could stay here and help. Unfortunately, I am needed elsewhere for other things. They have not quite appointed someone in my place, but I did want to be the one to come down here and let you all know that we are all working together in this to our best abilities. I know some uppers from higher Hyperforce can be, well, not the best, but I was hoping to perhaps change that, to extend a hand that would be more welcoming than just, I guess, telling you what to do and how to do it. Just report anything to your superiors, Abe or Mr. Wayland, and we will do what we can with those things. And I hope all of you continue to have a pretty good rest of your day. And remember, if once,
Then
Then
always.
Cal's a suspect, he didn't say it.
I did.
Oh, I guess I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear Polly say it. I didn't hear Wayland say it. I didn't hear Abe say it. I didn't hear Elsie say it. I didn't hear Praxis say it. I didn't hear Mobius say it. I didn't hear Levy say it.
You may all be dismissed if you would like. And as he goes to walk off, he does turn and he walks across the table to come talk to Wayland and Abe for a second as everybody starts to disperse.
Does Wes do anything or say anything to Adam?
Yeah, they are having a conversation.
Can I try to listen in on that conversation?
You nosy little bitch.
It's mine!
That's-
Listen!
was that in character? No.
Can Aurora talk to one of the sentries?
If you want to, yes.
Okay.
What are you
She
going to say
goes
to
up.
him?
Hello. Would you like a crystal?
Like a Zeo crystal? That's contraband.
No. An amethyst crystal. Pulls one out that looks like a dick.
I'm not really one to believe in crystals and stuff. It's all just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but this looks like a penis. I think that's funny.
Do you want it?
Are you gonna give it to me?
Yeah, why not?
He takes it from you.
Okay, that's all. She walks off.
There's just gonna be like a red sentry. That red sentry is just gonna go to his like room later today and have it like on his desk. He's just gonna be kicking his feet up, like thinking about it. Like that girl was cute, like all dreamy, like you know what I mean?
He's just laughing at it because it looks like a penis.
Right.
So a 13. All right, Cal,
So
you do get a bit of the conversation.
Uh-huh.
So at first it's just Wes and Adam Park, as Wes is asking Adam if he would like to be the one to stay in Hermes' place to be the one to watch over Sector G, or if someone else. And Adam is very much just like, I mean, if I have to, I will. And he's like, I had some other things I wanted to take care of, but I'm more than happy to contribute in Hermes' place. He is, after all, one of the more better in our line of work. Before the man in the shield approaches, and Adam says, yeah, JJ, what's up? And JJ says, we don't need to keep him here any longer than he needs to be here. Operation Trouble in Little Tokyo needs to happen now. They say, oh, yeah, of course, that takes precedent over everything. If you need to go ahead and take him, he needs to go ahead and be taken in preparation. JJ goes and gets Hermes' attention, and he grabs his briefcase off the table, hops down, and they both immediately walk out.
Operation Trouble in Little Tokyo needs to happen?
Yes.
Interesting.
So, meeting is over. Adam and Wes eventually leave, and it's about lunchtime if y'all would like to go to lunch.
Yeah.
I can't be taking all these pills on an empty stomach.
All right. Everyone's going to lunch. It is lunchtime for everyone. But before we do that, we got to jump over to the Sentry Post real quick. Because 42 needs to have a talk with somebody. And Klaus just looks at you. Are you going to say it, or?
Klaus, can I talk to you for a minute?
He turns and he looks, drops his the stuff he had in his hand and just looks at you.
So in the in the war room, Ares asked me to give command over to you. So temporarily, while he's in command of Omega Squad, I'd like you to follow his orders.
He puts his hand on lower part of his helmet, kind of like where his chin is, and he kind of tucks his arm, and it's just kind of this look of thinking. Like, you can kind of get the feeling after being in class for a while, he's thinking, yeah, I don't like that.
I know you may not like it, Klaus, but before I'd like you to discuss it with me before if he ever asks you to do anything. Well, Ares like. But preferably, if possible, like just check in with me. I don't know, maybe we can at the premise of going to get a drink or something at a bar, and you can discuss what he's been making you do or what he's asked of you.
He shifts his position and does like a little shrug, like and then he looks at you really quickly. He starts putting his finger to his head. You understand it as, oh shit, big brain. All right, yeah, I could totally betray him.
All right, good man, Klaus. Knew I could count on you.
he puts his hand on your shoulder and gives you a little head shake. And you, being with, like I said, you know how Klaus works, basically like the Guardians knowing what Groot's saying.
Right.
He's basically telling you like, oh, thank God. I thought you were just gonna tell me to follow every single order blindly, and I would have done it.
I would never, Klaus.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't, because that also would have broke my heart.
I can't let the. Thank God. Okay, man. I would have had the quick load. I fucking love Klaus so much.
Now, anyway, I got you these flowers and this heart-shaped box of chocolate. We doing this?
Well, we are here. Like, not here. Meet me at my apartment
But
later.
nah, but no,
Oh, okay. Oh,
he's
you were joking? Okay.
yeah, you really jumped into that.
I was like,
Yeah.
I see Tora up here, but Klaus though.
But yeah,
This is
Klaus,
just the campaign of like 42 fucking everyone.
He just comes out of this with a harem.
he's playing this game with the romance mod that allows him to fuck everybody without consequences.
Oh my god.
Incorrect.
So Klaus does, he nods and everything, and you're both in the same mindset. He picks up his towel and he heads into the showers.
All right.
But
But
so anything else you would like to talk with your team before lunch, you can do so now.
hold on, let's start with Price.
So how do you approach Price?
Hey Price, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh yeah, sure. Like alone or
I suppose so,
okay.
if she doesn't mind.
She just kind of, they were talking and and she just kind of like looks at you. Okay, fine. I need to go ahead and get my shower in anyways. And she picks up her towel and stuff, and she also heads into the shower.
She heads into the shower? No, I'm playing. Oh fuck, I turned my token.
So he's got, he's standing there and he's like, so what's up? What you need to talk to me about?
Yeah, well, sorry about the other night. The whole Ares called me into his office that same day, and it fucking slipped my mind that we were supposed to meet that same night for drinks to talk about
Oh,
you and
well, I mean,
she.
if you were talking to him by yourself after he just shot one of our own today, yeah, I'd be pretty messed up too.
Yeah, so I figured, so since I know this might not be the most private location, but if you're willing to, what is going on between you and she?
Uh, I don't know. It's so. Remember that joke y'all played like a long time ago where y'all didn't tell me she could read minds and she would read every stupid thought that I had and say it out loud and y'all would laugh at me?
God, yeah, I remember that was kind of funny.
Well, she didn't tell you everything. And
Price, what the hell were you thinking?
she's pretty, okay? I don't know what to tell you. My mind
She's
went places. I didn't know she could read minds, or I would have kept myself, not thinking that way. Well, after the whole thing ended and you started like standing up for me and everything and the joke was over, apparently she had some thoughts, and she also noticed that I wasn't thinking it anymore and being very careful with my thoughts for a long time until I slipped up again because I didn't know she was around. And so she asked me about it. We talked, and we're trying the whole thing right now. It's just kind of hard, because sometimes you say things that you don't mean, but you're not trying to be rude. It's either you're just exhausted or you've had a rough day and you say things and then she reads your mind and she doesn't. It's complicated, but we're making it work. She's actually kind of not reading people's minds as much when it's not necessary. So she's getting better at that, but we're just kind of seeing where things go. I mean, I do really like her outside of her physical appearance now that I've gotten to know her. So there's that. Why do you ask? Do you not want us to do this? It's not against Reg.
No, he's like covering his mouth, tears flowing down his eyes. Like, my son, he's growing up. No, I'm playing. No, he's not. But he's just like he is covering his mouth and going. He just grew up so fast.
Sir?
Uh, no, of course I don't mind.
Okay.
It's just that you guys were acting strange. You weren't saying anything, talking to me about it. I just was concerned that there might be some underlying issues that we need to get out of the open. Glad to see that
No,
wasn't the case.
it's all good. I asked her to help me to nudge me when I start to ramble and stuff. I notice I ramble every now and again, so I asked her to kind of help me notice when that's happening.
Well, I'm glad you guys are figuring it out. Like, I'm glad things are working for you.
Thank
It's
you.
good
That
to it's good to see that is is just good to see everybody getting along.
Well, thank you, sir. That means a lot. Um, and I hate to be this guy, but speaking of getting along, you and Tora don't really seem to be on speaking terms.
Yeah, I don't know what's gotten into her lately. After I was done talking to you, that I was gonna go straight to her to actually discuss that as well.
I would, sir. She's been kind of in a mood earlier. I mean, we were all pretty mad when the portal wasn't open and we couldn't go deal with the Connor situation, but she just used that as an excuse to really vent. She was probably mad at other things, and I just
What do
couldn't
you
notice
mean?
how.
How so?
I don't know. The only thing I noticed that she really isn't talking to you and kind of mad. I don't think it's the promotion still, and you're probably not even going to get that, are you? Now that he's in charge.
We'll see. He said he'd think about it. He said he still might give me the promotion regardless, but that he'll still be in charge. But he said to give him 1 to 2 days to think about it.
Oh, thank God. I hope this all blows over soon. Dude's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, after that display in the war room, and Price, while we're in the locker room, there's no while we're off duty. We're technically off duty right now, right?
You're about to go to lunch.
All right, so there's no need to be so formal with me, Price.
Oh, sorry. I'm just kind of getting used to it. I don't want it to be like we're close friends, and then when things are serious, I forget that, and I like make bad jokes at the wrong time and everything else. And I don't want anyone else in the other squads to think that you lack authority or anything. So I'm just
Right.
kind of trying to get it in my system.
No, that's actually a good idea right now, especially with Ares being around.
You want me to call him a little bitch, sir? I'll do it.
Price, I love you. Like, I don't want to see you get vaporized, Price.
Oh yeah, fair enough. That's another thing she also helped me work on by nudging me, is helping me not say stupid things.
God, will tell her to keep it up, especially with Ares around.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower before lunch. You might want to talk to Tora before she hops in.
All right, like I'll do just that, and
He
I'm
grabs
just
his
gonna.
he grabs his supplies for the shower and he takes off into the shower.
He just watches after him, and is just like, where does time go? Like they grow up so fast. That sly dog. All right, Tora, do you have a moment?
She slams her locker. What do you want?
Well, I've I've just noticed that you've been almost avoiding me lately, avoiding talking to me, and I was just wondering, is there something wrong?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
That's not. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just a little angry, a little upset. It's not related.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a step towards her and well, know that I'm here if you do want to talk to me. If there's something going on, I'm here for you.
Do you want to perhaps like incite her or anything?
I will do that.
I mean, she's clearly bullshitting.
Yeah, clearly it's like it shouldn't be hard. Like he already can tell just by her curt responses that like it's clearly more than that. But he's not gonna pry if she doesn't want him to. But I will incite her. What is that? Alertness?
Yeah. Yeah, something's clearly wrong. She's clearly lying about it, and it's clearly revolved around you.
Like Tora, I don't want to pry, but seriously, is there some sort of problem? Like, if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool. You can always contact me later if you do want to talk about it. Did I do something wrong?
And she just kind of sighs. So she's like, so remember how we like fooled around all that time, like long ago?
Of course, I remember.
Well, I really liked it.
Me too.
No, I don't think you quite understand. I
Hmm?
liked being close to you in that kind of way.
Damn.
Mm,
42 is kind of dense, so he's the dense motherfucker. He's still kind of confused. He just kind of looks at her a little bit confused.
She's gonna take a deep sigh. I like you a lot. Like, it's obvious she and Price are doing something together. And I heard you talking to Price. So, kind of like what they have. I really can't think of anything else to compare it to.
And he's just kind of like stunned by this. She legit stun locked him. Hmm?
She's just kind of staring at him. She's just kind of also speechless because she doesn't know what to say because you're stun locked and you're not helping the conversation forward.
Right. Wow, Tora. Like to be fair, I thought you kind of. To be fair, I caught you kind of started kind of hating me a little bit. But I'm glad to see that's not the case. And why? Oof, jeez, goodness. But I like you too, Tora. Why? I This is like him actually legit fumbling. He's not sure what to say. Uh, how how about off duty that we I don't know go grab a drink together, just the two of us.
Like a date.
Yeah,
I would.
I
I'd like that. And since I'm being honest and getting this all on my chest, I was only mad that you got the promotion because Pythagoras moved up, became the leader, and now he's gone. When you got it, I was afraid that at some point you were also going to leave.
well, I can't say that it might never happen, but that'll surely be a long time from now. And if it ever does happen, I don't see what's stopping you from possibly coming with me.
So you want to keep me around?
Well, if things go well, if the things work out, I don't see why not.
We'll talk a bit more over that drink. Just let me know when you would like to do that.
Yeah, well, I'll text you about it later.
And she just grabs her towel and then just nods and says, I guess we'll all see each other at lunch then.
Yeah, aren't
And
we?
she,
I was gonna
go
say,
ahead.
aren't we all heading to the shower technically?
Yeah, you will too, but everyone just kind of, no one's like standing next to each other to shower.
Right. Well, I mean, 42's just gonna kind of slump down into this and like one of the benches and just be like, "What the fuck just happened?"
One of the lockers opens and it's just Klaus wet.
Like
How
out of the
the fuck?
locker,
No, I'm just playing, but yeah, no,
heartbroken. He has
he
like
just
a
like
heart box and just like Shat breaks it in
he
half.
just starts choking you out.
God,
But yeah,
I'm just imagining this like 5'4" guy like just looking up at this 6'4" woman.
36 DD.
Jesus Christ. Whew, Jamie,
So
you honestly couldn't have expected me to not go for it. As much as I
but
wanted this Cal 4, I mean, things might not even work out, so the Cal 42 thing could honestly still happen later down the line.
yeah. Anyway, it's lunchtime. It's time to go to lunch.
You know that like glass shatter sound effect
Yeah.
that happens in like anime whenever someone's gets like fucking stabbed in the heart kind of thing. That's
Yeah.
that's the audio clip that I imagined in my head when this conversation happened.
I just
Just
imagine like Cal doing the Yoda chest grab, like sensing the disturbance in the floor.
pretty much, and like it's just like the heart shatter sound effect. There's like a broken heart above his head. He doesn't even know why.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, anyway, so it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go over to Oscar real quick.
I'm gonna go to Oscar first if
Go
you want to
Oscar.
fight me about it.
Yeah.
About that sandwich you made Mobius the other day.
Oh, for the love of God, no!
Please, Mobius. Please, Oscar.
I
Or at the very least, give me the recipe and I'll make it on my own. That way your hands are clean.
I'll do that for you. My hands will never make such a sandwich again. I heard what happened to him.
But I've heard that it's unbelievably good.
So he writes it down and he hands it to you. There, you monster.
Thank you, Oscar. You're a good man.
Now, what are you actually going to eat today?
Well, what's on today's menu, Oscar?
Mexican.
Mexican? I fucking love Mexican. Give me one of everything.
I think I should probably just make you the sandwich if that's the case.
You know what? I'll leave it up to your choice, Oscar.
He'll put you down for one of everything. How hot do you want everything? What's your spice level?
Oscar. You know how Mobius was in the restroom for a while?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Fuck me up.
I never knew that my craft could be used in such a way to cause such harm to people. It saddens me, but it is my job.
I thought he was just the lunch lady. I didn't think he was one of the chefs.
Yeah, he's just the most charismatic to talk to people.
Fair enough.
Like a bartender who helps you through your problems.
So
Great.
your order is done. He'll bring it to you when he's ready.
Cool. You're a good man, Oscar.
Who's next?
Well, I thought I was, but it looks like somebody cut me in line. Dancing all over the damn table.
She's like K-pop dancing.
Yeah. Can I go there?
She's doing the fucking dance routine from Elevator by Stray Kids.
You're next, Fred.
I pull out the white pill from under my tongue and I say, Oscar, what does this look like to you?
That's a tic tac.
Morphing master, damn it!
Why? Why do you ask?
Nothing. Can I get a cheese quesadilla?
Do you want chicken, beef?
Just plain cheese, please.
What's your spice level?
None. 0.
All right. 1 Hispanic white person grilled cheese.
Wait. Time out. Oscar. Let me ask you something real quick. I pull him in close. I go, do you know how to make a Crunch Wrap Supreme?
Dog. Yes, I do.
Can I get one of those instead?
Yes, you may. It's a lot better than that basic bitch-ass order you almost had me make.
Sorry, man. I'm just trying to cut you a break because I know what everybody else is ordering.
Well, the Crunch Wrap Supreme is a lot better than what they're getting.
Y'all got Baja Blast back there?
You know damn well we got Baja Blast.
Can I milk the Baja
Hold on.
Blast, please?
42 hears this. Baja Blast.
They got Baja Blast in the fucking cafeteria.
Oscar, give me the biggest cup of Baja Blast you have.
Yes, we'll add it to your order. Now go back and get seated. Now, Fred.
Oscar's always calling him Charlie every time.
I'm not Mr. Blue. Anyway,
Well, it looks like the
how big do you want that Baja Blast?
In a Route 44.
All right, I'll bring your order when it's ready.
Hell yeah.
While they're standing in line here, Cal's gonna like just kind of lean in and be like, "Hey, Aurora, later we need to talk."
Is it book club related or personal?
Kind of both.
Do we need a book club meeting? Or is there some problems with the material that we had last session that you need to talk with me personally about?
Material problems. It'd be better if it was just the two of us.
Okay, of course. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable in this group.
Thanks.
Wow, that's impressive that you can do that in those boots.
I know, right? Aurora's just built different, man.
Hmm.
She really is. She got Barbie feet.
Honestly, were you wearing something underneath that skirt so that way you could do that dance without revealing yourself?
Yeah, she has like those spandex that like women typically wear under like skirts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
those. Yeah, so she has that. So she has something under there because she's always prepared for violence. So she has to be ready.
Right.
So what's
Somebody
your order?
bumps into Aurora, a fucking gun just falls out of her fucking like on the floor.
What's your order?
I want the spiciest thing you can make
Jesus Christ! Why?
because last time it wasn't spicy enough.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's worse. You with Spice or Mobius and 42 in that damn sandwich.
But here's the thing, I can handle my shit.
I don't know. Nothing's fucked over 42 yet.
All right, it will be done. I'll bring your order when it's ready.
They called this el beso de la muerte.
Oh god.
She walks over to where the usual.
All right, Cal, you're up.
Hey, Oscar. Can I just get like a couple of street tacos? You know, just like the regular fixins, like meat, cilantro, onion. I don't want anything crazy.
How many?
I guess like is fine.
Spice level.
Just give me like you guys have like different salsas back there, right?
Yeah.
Just give me like some salsa verde. I don't want anything nuts today.
Okie dokie. I'll bring it to you when it's ready.
He just gives a thumbs up and just walks over to him and Mobius's table.
Wait, does Mobius have the recipe as well?
God no.
I'm gonna send the recipe to Mobius.
You don't have his number.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Well,
ask him for it.
Actually, no. We probably would all have each other's numbers because
Yeah,
we've had to work together for so much. So yeah, we have each
exactly.
other's numbers.
Exactly. So
Omega
I send it
Squad,
to
Cal and Mobius.
I send it to Mobius, and if he looks up at me, I just give him like a nod, like 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 it's done.
You know, actually, I think about it. I'm not really that hungry today. I think I'm just going to skip lunch and go back to working at the office. This isn't suspicious at all.
Cal narrows his eyes so fucking fast. He's like, "What the fuck?"
I'll see you back at the office, Cal. Be there, I swear.
No. What are you doing?
Ding! Ka-chow!
Cal just is sitting there like, "What the fuck?"
No, but he does run in the elevator. It's like, I can't hear you. The elevator door is closing as he frantically just keeps tapping the button. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I'm just not hungry today. I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry. Bye.
I fucking love Mobius so much.
Why is he so unhinged? I love this man.
All right, so y'all are at lunch. Anything y'all wish to talk to each other about, you may.
Cal's just sitting by himself now. He's all sad.
You all get your food. It is delicious. Everyone who ordered a high spice level, roll me conditioning.
Okay.
We've been doing this for a while, Jay, man. Can I say that we have advantage?
No, Oscar took it personally because of what Ghost Girl said. So
Okay. Damn.
Personally.
He even did it to mine. Well, I did ask for it, so yeah.
You did say and I quote, "Fuck me up." God damn it!
Every time.
Aurora
Built different, just fucking built different.
Literally a fucking
have
20.
Shouldn't Aurora have advantage since she basically just eats fucking spicy food 24/7?
Usually I would say yes, but you made Oscar a personal vendetta, so he used some shit you have not had yet.
He's
You
got
shouldn't have.
the
Throughout the
devil's,
multiverse.
yeah, got like the devil's asshole back there. Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
You can't fucking write this shit!
You cannot. Oh my god. So y'all just out of the park are unfazed, and Oscar is enraged, but not like that enough. He's just like,
comes-
well, they said they could take it, and they did.
Can
So
Aurora walk up to Oscar and ask him what it was?
I'm gonna walk up to Oscar as well.
can I help you?
I was just wondering what it was that you gave us because I've never had that before, and I'm really interested in having it a lot more.
Honestly, that shit slapped, Oscar.
It was a unique shipment that we have little of that came from Hyperforce. It's a unique spice from somewhere on one of the timelines. It's very unique and rare. I don't know the full thing because by the time we get it, it's grounded up. But it is very spicy.
Is there any way you can give me some extra one so I can take it to my apartment?
Unfortunately, no. Like I said, it's very limited. But if you do put in for through the email towards the cafeteria that you liked it and give it a high rating, we should be able to get more so that way you can take some extra home.
Of course. Thank you for the information. She walks back over to the table.
I just imagine 42 like that one video of those guys like eating wings and his fingers are just covered in like the sauce and like the spices.
Absolutely lost in
You
the
need to be
sauce.
careful because at where you're sitting, you are in a corner next to two people who will happily lick that off of you.
Jesus Christ. And it was like I know I'm gonna ask for another refill of Baja Blast.
Alrighty, he fills it up and he hands it back to you.
Cool. You're the man, Oscar. Keep that shit was good. You keep that up.
Now, Cal, you got your
Yes.
tacos, right?
Yes.
And it was given to you in like one of those like bowl things they usually put like fries in and stuff. Those little
Oh, like a
paper-
basket?
not a basket. They're like they're boats, those paper
Yeah.
boats.
Like the little, I know what you're talking about, the fast food boats.
So you get to like maybe your second,
Uh-huh.
and you notice there's something underneath the tacos.
Oh my god, is it a fucking CAD?
It is a CAD.
Oh my god, is Gordon
How
Ramsay
the-
actually Mr. Blue?
How the fuck? Joe? Cal's going to slip. I mean, his CAD is in his pocket, but he's just gonna like slip that CAD into his sleeve, kind of discreet.
42 is sending an email to the through the cafeteria to get more of that spice.
So is Aurora.
He's not gonna look at it just yet. He's gonna eat one more taco and then like motion like he's pulling his CAD out of his pocket, but instead slide the one that's in his sleeve out into his hand
Okay.
to make it look like, oh, I got it from my pocket. He doesn't think anyone's watching, but just in case.
Okay.
Okay, he's looking at it. What's it say?
Just covered in grease and
You
stuff.
see the traditional connecting, and then the text all turns blue and it says Mr. Blue. And it says, finally, I'm sorry that took so long and to get back into contact, but I'm back.
What happened earlier?
I dug too deep. It's like they tried to bait me out. They gave me some information that I liked. I dug too deep and I got hit with the firewall. Shut the whole system off and I was immediately disconnected. I should have seen it coming, but I couldn't help myself.
What were you after?
I was digging through some case files on some unique things. Some incidences that had happened a little bit back revolving around some particular individuals. I can't disclose because I didn't get all the information and what I got is corrupted.
Would they happen to do with certain designations?
More like unique peoples of interest throughout Hyperforce. I'm trying to see who's really in charge. Seems to be a form of hierarchy, and they baited me out with some superiors and higher pencil pushers there at Hyperforce. The obvious ones being Mr. Wesley Collins, Adam Park, the cat, and a few others. Unfortunately, what I got was good until the connection was severed and they had some good programming skills. Once the connection was severed, all the data that I obtained it also went dead.
So you essentially have nothing.
Nothing to show for it. Yes, they played me like a fiddle, and I let them.
So to make sure I'm understanding, he was looking for dirt on Hyperforce.
Yes, he was trying to learn more. After learning about the people and the lives being stolen, and then learning about what happened with the Lone Ranger, he wants to know who's in charge and exactly what choices they are making. Because if, for what he's seen, the little he has, it's kind of fucked.
Gotcha.
These people are well known without the multiverse. Most versions of them, Wesley Collins is the Red Time Force Ranger. He's a hero in most places. Adam Park is a Legacy Ranger, and he knows nothing about Hermes. Probably safe to say he probably had some stuff on Ares before it got wiped, and maybe a few other people.
Gotcha. Do you remember anything that you found that would be of importance for us to know?
Oh, as I was looking through it there at the time, barely managed to get anything. Wesley Collins seems to be as perfect as he always is. Adam Park doesn't seem to be doing much out of the ordinary. I couldn't get anything off the cat. I did, however, learn about some other individuals. I didn't get their names per se, but there seems to be some very powerful individuals mixed in within Hyperforce rankings. I feel like not is all what it seems. I read some few things about powerful magical users in nature and some highly advanced tech wizards as well. Really smart people. But the magic users are where the problem lies. If they're using powerful magic, there's no telling what they're capable of.
Do you think perhaps they're the ones keeping you out of things?
No, whatever it is not magical. The tech side, however, is very, very well thought out. They don't want to be found and they don't want anyone to get in that's not authorized. They've made that very clear.
So what's the concern with the magic users?
The things that they can do. To give you an example, the grid itself is a very weird thing. It can power technology and accomplish great feats. But magic, on the other hand, is a powerful force of, well, nature, the grid's nature. The morphing masters themselves pull from that same type of power. If anyone left unchecked were to get such power similar to the morphing masters, they would be hard to kill. You've heard the same story of what happened before. The original Lord Draken pulled from such a power. He turned everything into one singular timeline, his perfect world. All that with the snap of a finger. And there are magic users who have been really close to being as powerful as the Morphing Masters even without direct link. You have tyrants like Lord Zed, Rita Repulsa, Venjax. All powerful people to rival even some of the greatest Power Rangers and Ranger teams and some of the greatest threats ever imaginable. You have Dark Spectre and his cousin Malagor. powerful creations of darkness. It never rings good. If they have powerful magic users within their ranks, I don't know if what I'm doing is going to be enough anymore. But I have to try.
I see. I learned something on my own yesterday.
And what was that?
My name is Luke.
My God, how did you find... Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, I'm hoping we can find out more about who you are, Luke.
Don't mention it to the others.
Keeping secrets from your teammates.
I don't trust Fred, or Charlie as you call him, to keep his mouth shut. And 42 is under Ares' thumb.
You make a good case and point. I will keep from doing so until you've got your memories back. Fully. But for now, I didn't gain what I wanted. But I have your route to IT planned out fully now. Even with their new Sentry protocols, you should be able to get down there without a single problem.
Just have to time things correctly, I'm assuming.
Yes, and hopefully before they implement their curfew. Tonight may be your only chance to go to IT.
Understood.
I know that's quick, but the window is closing.
Is there anything else that you have for us?
Not in particular. I'm having to rebuild some of my assets. The data not only fried itself, it fried some of my hardware, my computers. They really don't want people digging around.
So we've been set back, you're saying?
Not entirely. I'm not a fool. I didn't think it'd be this bad, but I'm always prepared, and I have enough help to pick up the pace pretty quick. And while I fix things on my end, going down to IT should be your next move tonight. And one more thing. Before we run out of time.
What is it?
I want to make it clear you can trust me. I want you to know I saw everything that happened with Connor. I
How the
won't be
hell is he
telling them
seeing
that
this?
either.
How did you see that?
Unfortunately, the magician always keeps his best secrets.
Are you yourself a magic user?
In a way. But not in the way of the greater threats.
Can you see us at any time you want?
Not as simple. The GVA has made it very clear they don't want prying magical eyes that aren't their own. I'm having to use cameras and such. But
When the blackout happened, you had full unadulterated view of what happened on the beach then.
it's outside their jurisdiction. They can control what people see through their little hideout, but they can't control what people see throughout the multiverse. They try as they might, but when they're not at home, at their little base, their command center per se, it's not that hard. And with the Sector G shut down and everything, I had to make sure all of you were okay. I was worried for a moment I was going to have to do something to save you myself.
Clearly that wasn't needed.
Clearly. I'm not going to tell anyone of your secrets. I'm not going to judge you for whatever happened in your past. When you figure out who you are, and when you are ready, that is entirely up to you.
You're clearly very knowledgeable of the morphing grid and all of the things that go on within the multiverses. So you know what Psycho Rangers are, and you know what they're capable of.
I do. I know very well what they are capable of.
You saw what I did.
Connor was going to kill you. Kill Mobius, kill Dr. O, and then move on to what? Another team of Rangers? What happened with Connor was unfortunate. It was a horrible, horrible thing. And I know it's going to eat Dr. O alive for the rest of his life. But he shouldn't blame himself. No one could have seen that coming. I myself could have made a very similar mistake. Anyone could have. They were trying to save their friend. It's just unfortunate what happened. But Connor was not going to stand down. Trust me. He was consumed by the evil created by the White Dino power. And it had nothing but more power to chew on the more powers he absorbed. The only way to get Connor out of the situation was to do what was needed. And that's the ugly truth of it. It's not good, no one likes it, but that's. You did the right thing.
I wasn't myself. And yet I was.
I was about to say, unfortunately, Cal, that is you.
I know.
Who you
And
are now.
I'm relying on you to help me learn about myself. About why that is me.
When you find out who you are, when you get your memories back, I'll do what I can. I used to hear a saying that no one would probably ever use for a Psycho Ranger, but a saying that has a lot of weight to it nonetheless. Now that we know you are a Psycho Ranger, I only feel it fitting for you to be treated with the same gravitas as other Rangers. I'll make sure to get with y'all tonight to try to give you some information on your trek to IT. But in the meantime, Cal, may the power protect you.
Thank you.
And just because you are a Psycho Ranger doesn't mean that your destiny is decided for you. I've seen Psycho Rangers do some pretty good things.
Believe you me, I do not intend upon bowing to the whims of what I used to be, if that did. I'm just afraid of that happening again.
If you make it out of this, Cal, I will do my best to help you. I promise that. I must go now. I'll see you all tonight. And the CAD starts to get really hot.
Cal just, I guess, kind of as nonchalant as possible, puts it in the little boat thing with his trash.
And it disappears without a trace.
He throws his tray away.
Okay. Y'all finished lunch. Your workday is pretty normal throughout. It's now the evening.
Question.
Yeah.
Was Aurora and Cal going to try to have their little meetup before official book club time?
Yeah, I was planning on doing that.
Okay.
Where are they meeting up at?
Aurora
know
or
what?
Luke's?
You know what? Cal is going to invite Aurora to his apartment.
Yay! I think this is the right one. Is this the right one? No, that is not the right one. This is Mobius's apartment.
Calabat's Aurora to Mobius' apartment. So this is my digs.
There we go.
Just ignore the old white man there eating a fucking sandwich that's gonna destroy him later.
Wait, he's got the sandwich again. Fuck.
Wait, you said you saw a sandwich on him?
Pulls out a gun. You're not taking me alive, Cal!
Dives out the window with the sandwich.
Stances up. Let's do this, motherfucker. Pry the sandwich from my cold dead ass.
Swings on Luke, or Cal, does 5 damage.
Oh my god, he's super powered from the sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. He opens the door. He's in casual clothes, like just a sweater and some like comfy pants.
Aurora is still rocking the sparkly cowboy boots and dress,
My goodness.
as one does. Okay. So, Cal, what is it that you wanted to talk about?
First, have you heard anything from our mutual friend?
Oh, most definitely. I made sure he had a very exact understanding as to what would happen if he disappointed us.
Okay, gotcha. I spoke with him earlier, and he wants us to have a book club meeting tonight to look into things further.
I see. That's good. That means it will be a lot easier for us to figure things out.
Cal nods. Frankly, you seem like the only person currently that I can share this with, because I don't trust Fred to keep his fucking mouth shut, and 42 is under Ares' thumb at the moment. And you seem as, pretty committed as I am to everything here. We're kind of in deep and we can't really back out. So, do you know what Psycho Rangers are? I'm sure you've had paperwork on them.
Yeah, I think kind of everyone knows what a Psycho Ranger is. You'd have to be pretty bad at your job not to be quite honest.
That's fair. I just know some people kind of like, they zone out and they just do their thing. So I don't know how much you know about them.
Yeah, I do know quite a bit. You do know before I transferred here, I was in a decently high position in the other one before I was transferred.
That's right.
So I probably know a good amount about it, as well as probably a little bit more than the average data entry clerk.
Cal nods.
But what does a Psycho Ranger have to do with this?
So you know when the blackout happened?
Yes.
Mobius and I were on a job. We got cut off from everything. We couldn't get out. I don't know if it's gonna be you or who's gonna get the paperwork. But our paperwork is gonna say something very different from what actually happened.
What happened, Cal?
I killed Connor.
Oh. How'd you do that?
I changed. I'm not going to say morphed because that's not what happened. I just became a monster. And I killed him.
Are you saying you're a Psycho Ranger?
I used to be. Look at my face, Aurora. Look at all the fucking scars I have. And Cal, like, pulls up his sleeves. This is the first time you've seen his arms.
Hmm.
I've wondered why I look like this. I'm not a sentry. I'm not really in the line of duty. The rest of me looks like this. He, like, pulls up the front of his shirt and shows you, like, the gash across his chest, like, the scars and shit. And he drops it. I don't know how long, what I did, but we both know Psycho Rangers are terrible people. Terrible monsters that aren't to be fucked with.
You know, Cal, I don't believe everything in this world who goes down a twisted path is always a monster. Situations and circumstances come, and they push people to the very edge, to the brink, in a corner. So we don't know what caused you to become a Psycho Ranger. Were you a horrible person? Or were you pushed to the brink? Your scars tell a story. Now, whether that story is a good one or a tragic one, is a whole nother point.
But it goes to show that what Mr. Blue is saying is true.
Oh, most definitely.
We're not who everything we.
Cal, whenever I was talking to Mr. Blue, I asked him if he was part of the GVA. He's not. He's an outsider. So that means that someone in the GVA was able to contact him and tell him about us. Or maybe he was a part of the GVA at one point.
Or maybe he had a run-in with some of our agents. Like, maybe he had a run-in with Hyperforce or some analysts or something.
He said he got too close to someone before. So it makes me wonder who it was he got too close to. But besides that, was there anything else you figured out whenever that happened?
Mobius was dying. Connor was killing him. And I just lost myself.
That's understandable. Someone you cared for deeply was in a dire situation. There was no backup coming your way. It only makes sense that what happened happened.
I just don't want it to happen again. Because if it does, I'm almost certainly not going to be lucky enough for the GVA not to see. And if that gets spotted, I'm fucking gone. Like that. And he snaps his fingers.
Well, let's be honest. I don't think we'll run into a situation like that in this particular area. And if we did, Well, it'd be fun to see how far we can go with it. Because as long as there's no witnesses, we don't have anything to worry about. Though, I do feel that since you've shared your scars, I might as well show you mine. Aurora starts taking off her dress. No,
Cal just turns around.
She's like, oh, don't worry, you're not going to see anything. You hear her unclaps her bra. She asks you to turn back around. Do you turn around?
He does.
Okay, so you notice on her back, there's a giant, brand on it, as if someone took a very hot metal and pushed it into the back and onto her back.
What does it look like?
I didn't know we'd get this far today, so I don't really know. I'll find a reference photo and send it. And so it's pretty big. It's like the size of a... It covers up most of the top of her back. It's like a very big circle. It's actually quite terrifying because it's very deep, and you can tell that it fucking hurt when that happened. And she sits there for a moment, and then she starts to she clasps her bra back, and then she puts on back her dress, and she turns around to Cal. I always wondered how that happened.
It's hard not to.
Because I can feel it. Anytime I move, anytime I pick something up, it's there. And with all the things going on in the GVA, everything points to what Mr. Blue is saying as true.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to tell me, Cal?
Not right now.
Okay. I think it's about time for book club to start. We should start getting ready for everyone.
Yeah, we're not meeting here, though. You're the first person other than Mobius that I've let into my apartment.
Oh, how exciting! It is a little drab. You need a giant pink wall or something.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's not bare. There's paintings and posters and stuff, and there's a couple plants. It's neat from what you can see, at least in the front area.
It needs a giant pink wall in Aurora's mind. That is all.
It needs a crystal.
Yeah, a giant a giant crystal.
Book club time.
Book club time.
All right. Book club. Everyone line up to get inside Aurora's apartment.
I mean, Cal would already be there because he just went with her.
Yeah, besides you, obviously.
Cal's just sitting.
Just God, 42's making himself a sandwich real quick.
Oh God, no!
Sandwich.
Mobius outside the door like fucking Walter White. S42.
Yeah, 42. And just starts trying to keep the door down.
Jesse, no!
You can't stop me, Mobius. He's gonna walk over now with the sandwich in hand.
Jesus Christ. As soon as he opens that door and Cal catches a whiff of that, he's like, no.
All right, I'm through. Oh wait, I got to knock first. Obviously, I'm knocking.
Come in.
I let myself in. I'm just like, God, how was Mobius so right?
Cal just immediately looks up from the actual book he's reading and is just like, you fucking didn't.
You don't understand, Cal. Mobius was right. You wouldn't understand.
I understand that you're going to absolutely be destroying your bathroom later.
I mean, he's gonna take like a big bite. Like it is like a small price to pay.
He just shakes his head.
Where's Fred?
Sorry, guys, I went to the wrong apartment.
Y'all know what Coke is? I do now.
Oh, God.
He pulls out like a can. It's real. This stuff is great.
Oh,
Like
thank
the
God.
Coke.
Also, I'm addicted to heroin now.
I pull out a
Aurora.
can of Coca Cola and like I dump it over and like a bunch of white powder starts shooting out of the.
Jesus Christ.
He's not
Okay,
trying to-
everyone. Are we ready to talk about all the interesting events that happened in the book?
Yeah, something interesting happened in the book. Oscar told me that this was a tic tac.
Oscar's a liar.
Oscar would never lie to me. He's always been a loyal friend.
You don't even know Oscar.
Yes, I do. He told me he liked me.
Oscar lies.
I was just listening to this exchange, like, oh my God.
You can't keep gaslighting me, Aurora.
Can I roll
She's like,
deception?
yes, I can.
You want to roll persuasion?
Yes.
Sure.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
You're gonna have to.
Can I say I helped him? I helped Aurora, like trying to convince him as well.
My willpower is 19.
Yeah,
My
you just gotta.
smarts are 9.
Yeah, you gotta beat a 20.
Oh, shit.
Cleverness. His cleverness.
19.
Willpower and cleverness are not the same.
Oh wait, yeah. Hold on. Wait. What is his cleverness? You gotta beat an 18.
Oh God.
Okay.
Put
Gaslight
difficulty at
gatekeep
18.
girl boss.
Wait, do I roll as well?
No, Aurora's gonna gain
Edge.
edge.
Okay.
Hold your breath. We're gonna see if we make it or not.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Yeah!
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Yes!
It's a
We love manipulation.
By
Charlie-
one.
Charlie
Yeah.
just sits down.
You mean Fred?
I mean, Fred.
Are you Mr. Blue?
Yes.
I had
Hold
two
on, I think
cats,
someone's
but
at
I'm
I
mixing
love
myself.
Aurora.
Jesus.
It was actually me all along, Ninjor. I'm Mr. Blue.
Could you fucking imagine? Plot
Well-
twist: Mr. Blue is Axe.
That'd be crazy.
Okay, so
I go, well, I guess it did help me during some pretty panicking times, so thank you.
exactly, would a Tic Tac be able to do that for you?
Why are you crawling into the bed?
I'm exhausted.
Do you need
Just
an upper?
laid out.
A what?
Do you need an upper?
That's another tic tac.
It's an orange one.
It's an orange one. Aurora, I think you should maybe stop giving him drugs for now. We all need to be coherent.
But he seems so sad. She hands him a Tic Tac anyway.
So what did y'all learn? Because as soon as I got that CAD this morning, I gave it to Aurora. Did anybody else get another CAD?
I did at lunch.
What did it say? What did Mr. Blue know about the crazy alarms and everything getting cut off?
Yeah, he's the reason for the season.
Oh my god. I knew this was a bad choice. Doing all this crap with this guy. We don't even know who he is.
Do you need a Xanax, Fred?
Fred, listen. He hit a firewall, but he's recovering. And we've got our game plan for tonight.
So he's not omnipotent. He's just some guy who can mess up, which means that we could all be killed because
Fred,
of his.
Fred,
Fred,
Fred, look me in the eyes. Are you looking me in the eyes, Fred?
No,
Look me in the eyes, Fred.
no, I'm
look
looking
at
at.
Fred, look at Aurora.
Why? What?
Look me in the eyes.
He
Are you
has a
looking me in
way
the
of.
eyes?
Yeah, what?
Do you remember what I told you before the whole shit show happened?
That you were gonna make sure that everything was fine, and if not, you were gonna burn everything down.
Yes, if any of us goes, I'm taking this whole fucking place with us.
Okay, I guess there's some sort of peace in knowing that I'll be dead.
And so will everybody else.
It's not gonna come to that, though. We can be smart about this, and we're going to be.
All right, what's the game plan then? What else did he say?
He knows what the sentry route schedule looks like, so we can at least avoid running into them, and we'll have a clear shot getting into the archives to dig around and find whatever it is he's wanting.
What he wants? What about that thing that protects our brains?
That's what
That's where we're going, Fred.
that's what we're digging for.
Okay. How about you, 42? Did you figure anything out? Did you have any weird meetings today?
Weird meetings like with Mr. Blue.
In general,
In general, did you learn anything? Have you been told anything? Have you gotten any new missions?
Ares is in charge of Omega Squad now.
he's what?
Oh,
That's
how
what-
lovely.
I work directly under him now.
You mean when we go out on fucking calls?
Yep, he's gonna be there giving orders.
And you have to listen to him.
I have to listen to him.
Great.
So I hope you prepared to do laundry, because he definitely seems like the type of man that pulls the trigger on a moment's notice.
Yeah. What did he say? I know that that you guys had a meeting on your end. What did he say during that meeting?
He just talked about curfews and how we all have to follow orders of red sentries, as well as his orders that we're under his direct control now, and that apparently Mr. Blue has been causing problems all around the sector, and that they're trying to flush him out, and they're gonna try and bait him out and stuff like that.
What have you told him?
Told him that Mr. Blue's gotten in contact with me, and that that he's let it be known that he's clearly working with other people. Pointed out how paranoid he seems to be, and that how skittish he is. Very careful.
I'm glad to know that you at least have been trying to approach that with tact. Ares seems like the kind of man that it's hard to say no to.
But when you see him vaporize another sentry just for speaking out, you kind of feel like you have to tell him everything.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Like he was just there and then he was gone without a trace, just like those PDAs.
How exactly are you planning on going about dealing with him? Because you realize you're playing a very dangerous game.
Just try to feed him vague information. To try to try my best to appease him without putting ourselves in his line of fire.
A guy like that doesn't get into the position he's in unless he's a smart guy. Now he knows Mr. Blue's moniker. I don't like this. And he knows that you're getting the messages. Like, this is getting too scary. And now, if you're being followed, he's gonna know that we're part of this. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I highly doubt Mr. Blue, with as paranoid as he truly is going to be out in the open for us to find him just like that. And even if Ares does see us, he's not going to do anything about it because we are willingly leading him to his prey. We are safe as long as we don't find Mr. Blue. And I highly doubt we're going to.
The issue is that if they put 2 and 2 together, they're gonna realize that we are also getting messages.
They're not going to do anything about it because Mr. Blue has already shown that he knows a lot more than he should. I mean, he's able to communicate with us in real time and see what we're doing, even after being kicked out with the firewall. Mr. Blue is still able to contact us. If it was so easy for them to do that, the previous people who Mr. Blue has talked to would have already had him sold out. So that means they need a little group of idiots to lead them to Mr. Blue. And we are those idiots. But the thing is, Mr. Blue isn't going to show anything to us.
I'd rather not get pegged as one of those idiots.
I don't want to get pegged either.
Us being seen as little idiots is a benefit. Because if they underestimate us, that means we are safe. If they think we have more than 2 brain cells to rub together, then that means we're in trouble. And Ares has his head shoved so far up his ass that he can't seem to think any other person besides himself has any type of intelligence.
For the time being, though, I would rather stay on the low and not draw attention to the rest of us. Because here's the thing, and this is gonna sound conceited as hell. They know I'm smart.
Yeah, it's pretty conceited.
No, they have it on record that I'm a fucking genius, so they know I'm smart too.
Just because they know we're smart doesn't mean they think we're smart.
Meanwhile, 42 is just like, how does it get better after every bite?
Just fucking eating that fucking sandwich.
While y'all are during that part of the conversation, y'all hear beeping. Everyone go to certain parts of Aurora's apartment and play hot and cold. I'll let you know if you find wherever it is you're looking. Just pick a place, pick a spot.
Buggy 42 stomach starts rumbling. I think I'll check the bathroom for it.
Can I just
Wait,
roll
what,
for
Aurora?
alertness? Huh?
I mean, you can, yeah.
That's what Cal did.
That's what I'm about to do.
Okay, well, no one else has to roll because Aurora rolled super high. So Aurora, it is coming from your pantry right there.
I thought he was gonna say your pants.
Yeah, I was like, what?
What
What the hell?
Fuck.
That's the
It's
scary
behind
part.
you.
She doesn't wear pants.
You already
He took a bra off earlier.
Mr. Blue snuck in, like fucking stop time or some shit. Put pants on you and then put a cat in it.
You open up the pantry, and behind some boxes is a cat.
Pick it up.
Oh shit! What?
You open it up. Same
Mhm.
thing, connecting, and Mr. Blue. And he says, "Are you all ready to descend to IT? Your window is becoming very short."
Let's do it, guys. Back
All
into
right.
action.
Let's go.
But before y'all head out, jump S42 while he's in the bathroom. He plans to betray me. Get him while he's weak.
He's actually just texting Tora.
No, I'm just playing. Before y'all leave, I want you to know that you're going to be going into abandoned depths of the GVA, at least for your sector. You're going to find a lot of abandoned areas, and potentially IT could very well be abandoned. I'm pretty sure it's abandoned. But from what I understand and things I've seen, there is still plenty of tech there, so y'all should be able to find something to help you sneak into the evidence room. I'm trusting the genius of this team. 42, you are probably the smartest man I've ever met in my life.
Oh my god.
No, I'm playing. But anyway, most of you seem to be pretty capable and pretty smart. Fred, most notably, for the things I've seen him do around the office. So y'all should have no issue, along with me helping you, putting things together. This CAD will remain on your person, but the moment things get dicey, that I can see it's dicey, this CAD will disintegrate. If I can't see you and you feel like things are too dicey, I have labeled the power button to be able to be pressed to automatically disintegrate it in case you were out of my viewing.
Understood.
This CAD also has the map and the layout that which you will take and the route and the time windows you will need to make this work. Once you get down to the depths, it's smooth sailing from there. But until then, it's going to be a little bit dicey, but thankfully, one of the major elevators you need is not far. You'll have to go back to the main offices, mostly where data entry and analysts are. You'll take the main elevator, and we will go from there.
Tora sent. I just get a message from Tora that's like a link. Cal 42. What the hell is that?
Oh god.
So, are y'all ready? Do you have everything y'all need to make your descent?
Aurora has her purse, and that's all she needs.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Until they take
I'm
that
good.
break.
I'm gonna go get the gut sword.
No.
It's not going to help you. It's display.
Exactly.
Actually,
I've got bear mace.
Okay,
Oh,
bear mace is pretty
oh.
cool.
Aurora's gonna quickly change out of the outfit she's wearing.
Okay.
Because as fun as it is, I'm pretty sure the sparkly cowboy boots will give her away.
Yeah.
I'll take my tie off. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take my tie.
Give me just a second.
He's like a suit without a tie. I can't. Never.
Are you not in casual clothes?
I always
Who?
wear a suit.
That is his casual clothes.
I'm that weird kid at school that comes to school in a suit and has a briefcase instead of a backpack.
What the fuck? You've
It's
been
like these aren't.
fed, you
It's
fat
like this is my
bastard.
casual clothes. It's a suit. Yeah, it's a casual suit.
You fat
Meanwhile,
bastard.
42's got that shirt that's like that says give me a Four Loco and a boner pill and it's $6 on pump too.
Is that actually the shirt he has on?
Yeah.
Cal wasn't paying attention, and then he reads the shirt, and he's like, "What the actual fuck?"
No, you can't
Like I
have
said,
any,
Cal's
and he's still like hogging the sandwich.
yeah, just like I said, Cal's wearing like a sweater and some comfy pants and like sneakers. Well, Converse. He's wearing Converse. Cal's hair is up in a messy bun, by the way.
Okay. She's wearing that plus like the first set of heels she had on when y'all first met.
Gotcha.
Oh god, those heels that she can terrifyingly run well in.
Yes. By the way, that's like the only like pair of like not pink clothing she actually has.
Out of curiosity, what time is it?
Probably like the 58th hour of your day.
Okay. Because it's what,
58 or
72-hour
60,
days?
75.
75.
So it's like the 58th or 60th hour.
So it's nighttime.
Heard you had a date with Klaus.
Okay, now who told you that? I'll fucking kill them.
Give me that sandwich.
Okay.
You
So is
can
everybody,
put a
are
bite
y'all
on that.
all prepared now?
Yes.
Yes.
I start
I'm
making
ready.
another sandwich.
What the?
Oh my god.
Where's he getting the
There
ingredients?
are like knives in Aurora's kitchen.
She just
Yes,
pulls out
there
like
are.
her fucking jungle machete out of like her skirt.
There you
Christ.
go. She pulls it out of her fucking purse.
Do you have any of those knives that have like the sheath with them, the fancy kitchen knives that have the sheath?
Yes.
Cool. Cal's gonna grab one that will slip into his pocket and like put it in his pocket.
Well, Aurora's gonna have to get it for you because it's in a place that people wouldn't really expect it to be at.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
42,
okay.
come on, bring it on! Just like fucking hand
He
in.
walks over to her like computer desk. She reaches under and she pulls it out. Here you go.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Also, it's bright fucking pink.
Of course it fucking is. Everything in this house is pink.
Let's do
It's
this.
go time.
We got this,
So
Rose.
y'all go back to the main offices where data entry analysts are, and y'all get into the main elevator. Now, y'all are looking, and you didn't really thought maybe you had noticed or whatever, but there's not really any buttons that go down. You're on the first floor, and there's no button to go down.
Maybe if you press them all, and he's just gonna start pressing every button. No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no.
You know, like some sort of code, like in those movies.
Technology. Hell yeah.
Political success. Can I just use brawn?
Okay.
I
So,
lift the
Fred,
door.
Fred, you would notice that although it appears there are no buttons that go down, it appears that the metal paneling around the panel that the buttons are sticking out doesn't quite seem right, as if it was not always like that. You
See, my brawn was right.
easily deduce that behind this panel, where the buttons stop, are the other buttons.
I'm gonna
Just seems-
say, hey, 42, rip that panel off.
Don't. Can we maybe not?
He's already done it.
Let me
Hold
go.
on, wait a minute. You did succeed, but let's see what Cal has to say before we decide if it's canon.
Oh, okay.
Can we
Cow.
maybe not do wanton property destruction? I'd rather not get fucking caught.
Fuck the police, and I rip it off.
You
you-
are the police!
Oh, so here's the thing. Don't forget, Fred, you have your fanny pouch full of tools that could take the panel off instead of
That's right.
ripping it off
He has a
and
fanny
leaving
pack.
off massive evidence that this elevator was tampered with.
We ball.
Oh
no!
my god.
Okay, I'll pull out my fanny pack.
If 42 does go to like tear it off, like Cal's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Wait, is it a panel like something hiding
like-
buttons? Right? I thought it was just like a physical thing.
So you know how like elevators they have like the panel where the buttons are will usually be like metal separate from what the elevator is, different in
Yeah.
color, usually with screws holding it on that can be easily taken off.
Okay. I'm gonna carefully take out a little screwdriver, and then I'm gonna put it in a wedge, and then I'm gonna carefully pop it open because I work on gadgets.
So you pop it off and boom, where the buttons seem to stop, there are more buttons.
Now I roll.
Go ahead.
What are the buttons? Is there a down one now?
Yes, there is a down one.
I'm gonna say S42. Break these buttons. No, I push the
I'll
down
use my
button.
previous roll. I break them.
What does the
So-
down button do?
The elevator proceeds to motion downward.
Oh shit!
Y'all are now.
Do we have
heading
a
in-
floor that we're going to?
It appears that all y'all could see was that there was the down arrow with the buttons that were previously stated, but being behind that panel, the floor numbers have worn off. So all you know is that everything below what you had now makes you go down. So yes, the map says you need to head to floor -5. Which
Fred,
order?
what did you press?
5
Oh.
negative.
You can't know because it's got smudged off. So imagine like the GVA office having rows of 3 across and down. So when you
Well,
took the
did-
paneling off,
the-
they were 3 across and some extra down. And y'all were on the first floor. So looking at how the numbers are structured on the top half, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out which one is -5.
So like the second column, second row would be the -5 one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we hit that one.
So you do make a first stop on the first button that Fred pressed, and then you make your way down to -5.
Cling.
Y'all open up, and it's Cobweb City and dusty.
I pull out my pinches of POW.
He
And
pulls out like a collapsible fucking like sweeper and like a.
I go, hey y'all, I'll just get this cleaned up in no time.
You need
Oh
medical
God,
assistance?
Nurse Candy.
And make sure
I'm
I have
Mr. Every Day.
So, y'all open up the elevator, and it is very dark, dusty, cobwebby, yada yada yada. I'm putting y'all on the map now.
Scared
Ooh,
town.
ooky.
Y'all come out of the center elevator. Right
Guys,
here.
this might not be the best opportunity to say this, but that sandwich is fighting back.
Oh,
Just shit in one of the
God.
abandoned elevators.
Fucking idiot.
I think I got something for diarrhea in my purse.
it's just like a bottle of hot sauce.
You'll never make that mistake again.
I pull out my little flashlight. It comes with my repair kit, and it's not good enough, so I put it back.
Do our CADs have little flashlights like on your cell phone?
Hit
Yes.
boys.
Yeah,
Well, I have a cell phone CAD.
yeah,
I'm
for
a Pip Boy. I hold
So-
the B button and turn mine on.
so you have for the wrist ones, you have the ability to brighten your screen like Pip Boys, or on the front section there is something you can push in, and out pops a very skinny but surprisingly really bright flashlight. It takes its charge from the CAD, so once it starts to die down, you just push it back into the little slot, and it'll start to charge again. So you can brighten your screen, or you can pop that little flashlight out.
I'm gonna pop the flashlight
I'll
out.
pop
and
the
I'm gonna
flashlight
attach it
out.
to my glasses.
Okay. So yes, everything is dark, dusty. It does not look good.
Where on the map does it say we need to go? Cal's looking at the map.
That's right. I forgot we had a map.
Achoo. Achoo.
It says you're at the right place. You are on floor -5. Y'all just need to start looking around.
What are we looking for?
Old
Something
technology.
to get us into the evidence room, right?
Yes.
And a roll for alertness.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Same.
Anyone who wants to alert
Same.
for alertness, you can go ahead.
I'm gonna check every square.
Oh, Cal.
He's got it.
Out something. No matter how much things change, they stay the same.
Typically, my out of combat rolls are decent.
Yeah,
It's just
normally
today's
they're
been
really
bad.
good.
Yeah, today's just been bad.
Oh my god. All right. So Aurora,
There's so many
you
cops.
rolled. You rolled an 18. So first, S42, 42, you get the weird feeling that something's not right. You feel like y'all are being watched. It could be just Mr. Blue watching you. Maybe that's why you feel that way. But you aren't quite certain. But you do feel like you're being watched. You don't know why. Aurora, on the other hand, Aurora, through the dust and everything, hard to discern, but you rolled high enough. For some reason, it appears that there are footprints that are not completely clean, but the dust is lighter on them. So they happened after the dust had built up, and the dust started to build back up over it.
Footy prints.
Hey guys, I think I found some footprints we should probably follow.
S42 went in there to find stuff in quotations. No, he took a massive shit in that room. Don't go in there.
Yeah, he comes back in, pulling up his cargo pants and like buckling his belt.
Y'all just hear muffled through the room. Just oh fuck!
Oscar was right.
Fred's fucking dead. Anyways, let's follow those footprints. Where did they
Fred's
go?
fucking dead. He slipped and fell on there in there.
Where'd they go? Where'd the footprints go?
Where do
The
the
footprints
footprints lead, J-Man?
Come from out of the elevator, and they lead out into the more open spaces, going past the crates, going a bit of everywhere.
Can I roll another alertness by the here by the crates?
I want to check the
Yeah,
crate.
just to see where they kind of go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Woo! There we go, Cal. That's much better. Were you checking the crates or the footprints, Fred?
I was checking crates, not footprints.
I was also
Yeah.
I was just checking like kind of everything mainly.
Okay, so Fred, you rolled a critical success and you did pretty good. There is tons. You open one of these crates and it is just tons and tons of CAD devices.
I'm gonna take some and well, I'm gonna put they're functional. I check their functionality and what.
Some of them they've been sitting here with charges, so some have lost their battery like electronics do, but they're all fresh.
I'll put like a couple of them in my fanny pack.
Okay. 42, you find similar thing. Except which crate were you checking? You said you were checking everything, but I'm assuming so everything means you're checking a crate. What crate were you checking?
I was checking. Fred's checking this one, so I was checking this one.
So on that one, you actually find lots of bit different things. You find some computer monitors, PCs, just a few random things here and there. And you don't really seem to notice anything else besides the electronics that you get. Cal, on the other hand, Cal, you feel like y'all aren't entirely alone. Yet again, could be because Mr. Blue is watching you, or because there could be someone else on this floor.
Cal's going to try to suss out. So where do the footprints just go everywhere? Do they have a pattern?
They go through the crates around any of these crates, and then they swoop back around. They come to these desks over here, and you see that there are tools on that desk as well. It seems somebody had been working on some stuff down here pretty recently.
Okay. Is there dust on the tools at all?
Not the tools on the table, no. Dust on the table and spots where things were placed, but the tools do not seem to have dust on them.
Looking at the footprints leading from this desk, where do they seem to go?
They go up in here, into this little area here. And then there's another set that trails off into this bathroom. You see them cut the corner and turn up in here into this bathroom here.
Okay.
And another set that trail here and down these stairs.
Okay. Coming back to this room, what's in here?
Yet again, this area is a bit more cleaner. Not a lot of dust on the tables, fresh tools, fresh technology, been messed with recently.
So there's someone else here. But they're not here currently.
So y'all hear a noise.
Where does it come from?
So down here at the bottom somewhere, it sounds like someone tipped something over, and y'all also sound like a door was opened and footprints happened.
Running.
And there are fresh footprints, and the door is missing some dust on it, where the knob and stuff is.
This door?
In here, we're S42, and so yeah, that door right there.
Are the footprints leading into here or out of here?
Be footprints. It's kind of hard to say. Probably something went in and something went out, and it went this way, back to where y'all were. Through the crates.
Does Cal see anything?
This door is now wide open. And as y'all come into here, following those footprints, it appears one of the elevators is closing.
I rip it open.
Run. Does Cal manage to get around the corner before it closes?
Y'all are gonna have to roll me evasion.
He's pretty fast.
I get that, but I'm telling you, you have to roll.
Evasion. Which one's
There's
that?
no way to roll evasion.
I know to roll evasion. So to roll evasion,
finesse.
Finesse or acrobatics, whichever one y'all have the highest in.
I have 0 in both, so.
Okay, well, you're a meathead, so I didn't expect much.
Can I just rip the door open?
You have to get there first.
The whole thing is
Could you fucking move off from on top of me?
I was here first of all.
Oh my god, it's an elevator, okay? Just calm down. You're all there, you're all trying to do stuff. Anyone else gonna roll finesse or acrobatics to beat the door?
That's right. I got I'll do finesse.
I never went in there. Do I have to do it? I never went in there.
Yeah.
He fucking slips and trips. right on
Okay.
his face.
So,
Oh my
Cal,
god.
you barely just beat it. You made a 13, beats it. So Cal can hold it open. Why 42 waits to get there to help rip
All
it open.
right, all right, I get there. Can I?
What's there though? Cal just like sticks his whole hand in.
You stick your whole hand in, and you feel like something's slapping your hand, another human hand, and you kind of hear, "Stop it! Just let go. It's just stop it. Let go."
I mean, the door opened, yeah.
Dude. Yeah, the door should have opened it when, like, it feels a hand. Something blocks it. It opens
It's got
again.
the sensor. It has the sensor of like,
Obviously, who's ever in the elevator knows what they're doing, and let's just say they disabled the sensor.
Okay, well, I'm trying to like wiggle my way in there.
So you
Oh,
can
is there a
you
button?
can.
Here, let me go over to the button and start hacking this shit.
So what are you gonna do with the button?
I have like a little PDA thing that I can hook up to check its
He's
check
jacking in, Jay.
bullshit.
Jacking in, hell yeah! All right, so go ahead and do that while Cal and 42 are only managing. Oh yeah. So you realize that whoever's doing this is messing with something on the inside, to where they disabled the sensor, but there's nothing stopping you from pressing the button right in front of you and opening the doors.
I pushed the button.
The door's open.
Who's in here?
So before y'all see a man, who appears to have a tan, like what are they called? Like things mechanics wear, jumpsuit.
Oh,
It's
like,
like a
yeah.
tan jumpsuit, but over
The
it,
Ghostbuster?
a tan jumpsuit with a robe, like a casual wearing robe, a fluffy Saturday morning robe with some slippers on and ruffled up hair, and just the absolute look of, oh Jesus Christ.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Okay, so Cal, I assume 42 is like right behind him.
I mean, the door opened, so it was ever who went in first. Honestly, y'all are making a big deal of who getting there first. A lot more than it is. Honestly, if anything, I'm gonna say Aurora got there first at this
I
point.
can't even see who's in there.
Well, I
because-
can't let some limp dick analyst beat me to it. No,
God, you're already
You
racist.
fell on your fucking face, you idiot.
exactly trying to beat you.
Smells
You
like
have to
shit
remember,
where I
Jay,
am.
they are rivals, and they're
I
fucking
know.
immature as shit at times. Anyways,
Cal walks up to talk to him. I push Cal by the face. Anyway, who are you?
Cal gets like slammed into the wall.
Oh my God, what do you want? Can't you just leave me alone down here in my dust and webs? God,
Okay, but like first of all, why are you down here?
do you not know where you are?
What do you? Where are we? We're in the catacombs. We're in the IT. We're in the.
Exactly. You're in IT. Why are you here?
Why are you here? There's 4 of us, and one of you answer our questions.
All right, fine. All right.
Why do you have so much Thorazine on your person? What are you, a date
Fucking-
rapist?
Thorazine.
What?
Where's this coming
Where
from?
did this come from? What?
It's a Ghostbusters reference. Peter Venkman goes on a date and he just has it on him.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. It's so bad. No, he
He's a
doesn't.
terrible person.
Oh my
Really
god.
person. But anyway, so yes, you're in IT. Congratulations. You're a genius. Why are you here?
I don't
Why are
know.
you here?
Let's kick his ass.
'Cause he
Can
works in
Aurora
IT,
use
duh,
intimidation?
I was also gonna roll intimidation.
Do you need anything fixed? Is that why you're here?
Yeah, your fucking attitude. No, I'm like,
Okay.
He's like Aurora. He's like what's his name from Loki, Kike Kwan, Aurora Borealis.
I mean,
I'm gonna crush Cal's cat and be like, here, this is our problem. Now answer our questions while you fix it.
Like legit?
Nah. It would be funny, and it would kind of feel like something 42 would do.
It does feel like something he would do, but please don't.
Aurora's gonna ask a question.
Go ahead.
Are you the only person down here?
Yeah.
So you do like all the repairs and stuff?
Used to.
Why are there still parts down here?
They gotta store it somewhere.
Why are you down here?
They never came looking.
What
It's-
is your name?
The name's V.
V. So, how do you live down here?
I've got a pretty comfortable setup. I just come up here when the TV's broken.
So how long have you been down here?
Like working and everything, or down here since they shut down IT?
The second one.
Honestly, I can't tell you. Maybe a millennia.
Holy shit. So, okay, real quick, V. You've just been hanging out down here and no one's come and bothered you?
Nope.
Do they even know you exist anymore?
I hope not.
Okay, so.
Ask him about the brain protector.
No, we're looking for something to get into the evidence room first. Because that's what we need.
Aurora's gonna ask a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you know a way into the evidence room?
Perhaps.
I need a definite answer, please.
I understand that you need a definite answer, but I need you guys to understand you are the first social interaction that I've had, and yeah,
And well over however long all of us have been here,
I
obviously.
think Jesus came back twice.
What does he mean by that?
So, would you be willing to help us out, I guess,
Depends
on?
if it's gonna blow my cover or not.
We're not gonna rat you out.
Oh, thank God. I don't want to go to work anymore. Working at IT was a nightmare. I mean, I'm a scientist, a pretty good scientist, but when they started shutting everything down and I realized they were going to use it as storage and not turn off the electric and keep the food coming as well as long as no one noticed, I kind of just been chilling.
Understandable. But yeah, we're not gonna like rat you out. We just need help. But we don't need you asking any questions either. Not that I think you care.
It depends. You obviously mentioned the evidence room. I gotta wonder why you're going in there.
Well, make a deal. How about this? You don't ask questions, and we'll keep our mouths shut.
This sounds like something that's gonna ruin what I have down here.
Think about it like this. If you don't help us or don't give us a definite answer, then we talk.
Definitely ruins your chances.
Yeah. There's 100% chance that we will tell someone that you're down here. Or you go with option 2
Give him the hot pepper.
and you help us out and no one will ever know.
I hate to be that guy. Like I said, I was a pretty good scientist, which means I'm really smart. It sounds like y'all are desperate, so you came down to IT to find something to help you bypass the evidence room credentials, get something in there. For some reason, you're obviously doing something behind the GVA's back. Respectable, commend it. However, pretty stupid. And I guess you can tell them I'm down here. Um, I don't think that's gonna go well for you.
If we
I
tell
mean-
them he's down here, they're gonna ask why we were down there, and we're gonna get in trouble.
This guy's good.
It's
Start
not
Bold
that
of
he's
you to
good.
assume that we care about our lives that much. If we're down here, we're already kind of risking it all, don't you think?
Lady, if you're down here, I don't think I have to tell you what that means for you.
We're all aware that we're in deep shit.
I was gonna say spider webs, but yeah.
Here, actually, is there anything that you would want from us?
A beach.
I guess actually, how about a little test? I gave
Okay.
you a little test. You passed the test. I see that you're not bad people. And potentially whatever it is you're going to do isn't going to ruin what I have going on down here. And maybe, just maybe, I'll help you bypass the door. I'll do you one better. I'll make it to where a lot of professional held up locks with credential codes will be nothing more than a little game for you. It'll be like it's not even locked. Every single door you can think of, I'll make something that opens them all up.
That would be fantastic. What is this test you have in mind?
The
Yeah,
test
break every bone in your mouth.
the test I have in mind is gonna show me a little bit about who each of you are. Per se, I don't
Is
want
he
to
some sort of trickster
spoil.
god, actually?
I don't want to spoil too much, but I really hope that you understand and your mind doesn't break in the process.
That's an interesting set of words.
It is. Are you all ready for your test?
I like tests.
Sure. Cal looks at Aurora and 42.
I look at Aurora. What do you think?
42, break his
Just
bones. I
Aurora.
can make a device that'll open the doors.
Or let's just murder him. Fuck it. Let's just ball. No.
Mm.
Uh,
Aurora,
We
hand me
need this. And
the jungle machete from your skirt.
if he helps us with this, then that makes our lives a
No,
hell of a lot
God,
easier.
that sucked.
Create a device that sends signals to the crystals that shoot them up to Aurora's face, so I've been gaslighting her.
yeah, she's not deranged because Aurora's deranged. She's deranged because Fred's deranged.
Oh god.
No. Aurora replies, yeah, fine. Whatever gets us there faster.
Okay.
All right.
So are you all ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Ready.
All right.
You try to intimidate?
Yeah, I was joking with the jungle machete.
Super pink machete.
A
I
super
stepped
pink
in there
jungle
and
machete.
S42 just slammed him out of the way.
Yeah,
Just fucking hand to side of face, just
exactly.
push.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
in the
Aurora.
end, didn't even ask any questions.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes, y'all were just fighting. And he just watched y'all.
So
Like Cal gets there and like S42 fucking trips and falls. Cal like Mick puts his hand through the door. 42's trying to get around him, like pull the door open. Fred pushes the button. Cal steps in. 42 grabs his face and just shoves him out of the way. Like fucking petulant children.
Exactly.
God.
well, are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then everything gets dark.
Oh god.
The
God, he was
elevator-
some sort of
light in the
eldritch
ele-
god.
The light in the elevator goes out and then it dings back on. The door opens
He's no
to the
longer
elevator.
there.
Hello? It's bright in here.
So bright. My eyes hurt a lot more now.
Y'all open the door
I lift the door.
Everything is like it never ever worn away. It's all fresh. Lights are on, no cobwebs. And as y'all open the door, step on through, there are people all around you doing
Oh
their
my,
daily job at the GVA.
that's crazy.
Can I roll alertness?
Like, yeah, can I too?
Yeah, go ahead.
God damn it! My rolls are getting so bad all of a sudden.
Oh my god. All of us
Oh
are
my
sucking.
god!
Can I
All
roll?
of us are sucking.
Oh, thank
There we
God.
go,
Fred.
Fred.
Thank God, Fred's here.
So what were y'all just trying to see? Just generally anything, I guess?
Just generally anything that stands out.
It appears that we're in the same area as we were, but it seems like we've traveled back in time. And some
Where are we? Charlie pushes up glasses. Well, you see, the answer's simple.
Obviously, he activated his stand.
Zawardo.
But anyway, so
back in time.
Fred, from what you can see, the posters on the wall and some of the devices the people were holding, it's almost as if y'all have been teleported back in time.
Oh my god, I literally just made that joke. Like,
I mean, we can tell that.
I was like, yeah, it looks like we're in some sort of memory or simulation that shows.
I knew he was a fucking god.
I'm not saying
I mean, it's
There's not
obvious that
much-
we've gone back in time.
I mean, there's not much else to say. People are walking around doing their business, and
I grab one of them. Have they hit the towers yet?
Wait, why is there still
Which
a big
towers?
hit in this room? What the hell?
anyway. So yes, I mean, there's not much else to say. Y'all have traveled back in time to some point.
Alright, but what the hell are we supposed to be doing?
I wonder. That's
I
a good question.
wonder.
That's a question. Until next time, that's just a theory. A game theory. I love how it was. I'm gonna hack this thing. Yeah, he's fucked up the inside. You can just push the open button to open the doors again.
My bad. Bing.
Fuck! They're jumping me! They're jumping me!
How's it feel to get your ass handed to you?